Anyway, welcome to chapter 48. Um, I I don't even have any words. I really don't. So the navigator informs you, oh glorious inquisitors and interrogators, that the ship seems to be caught in some sort of a time loop, repeating the same stretch of journey again and again. And he says that best not let the crew know, but this is kind of no bueno. He's informed the rogue trader. Help? Any ideas? Usually this resolves itself after a period of time, but like you were supposedly worried about warp fuckery, so you know.
I have the worst idea ever, and this is the Malkavian in me talking. Holy shit.
One
Okay, guys.
of us. Of us.
No. So, we're trapped in time, okay? Now, think like this. If the warp, if we're still in the warp, has that whole influence of people and blah, blah. If we convince everybody that it's actually 3 days ahead by changing every clock, maybe we'll speed up the time stop and go fast.
Okay. What's your execution plan for this genius plot?
Pray. Literally.
More Jägermeister.
The time inside the ship is proceeding normally, but it's like, whenever you reach the edge of a certain stretch of journey, you just see the same stretch coming up ahead, or so the navigator claims.
Oh. We just go backwards then.
Okay. Is the group cool with that?
Fuck
No.
it, sure.
No.
It's
Not waste
cartoon
time
logic
with
enough
that
to worth it.
stupidity. I love it, but it's so stupid.
Like, my only, okay, we either stay here or we do stupid ideas.
Let's shoot it. Shoot at time.
So the navigator would like to know exactly what is he supposed to have the crew shoot at the edge of the anomaly? From this side? From after you've passed through backwards? Like,
Actually, that is a bad idea, because if we shoot, it's going to go straight, and just like us, it's going to come back and shoot us in the ass.
The cat wouldn't do that. That's mean.
Actually, now that has fully convinced me that is exactly what the cat would do.
Yes, exactly, Demi.
Let's let's offer the death cult as a sacrifice to the cat.
You're not on your own ship.
Well, before I start spitballing ideas, I would like to know about the temperament of this vessel.
The temperament of this vessel. How are you planning to find out?
Might as well talk with our rogue trader friend.
He wouldn't necessarily be able to... You're on board the Silver Beard, right?
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can ask around. He's just gonna shrug and say that it's a, it's a ship. It has its weirdness. It's nothing special.
Okay. And what about the crew?
You can spend the first day of being trapped making an inquiry check to try and find this out and compile an idea. And I think we're gonna take this a day at a time.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll spend my first day of being trapped figuring out what the crew is like and trying to figure out the temperament of the vessel.
Okay, make an inquiry check.
I assume this is a fellowship test, not an int test.
Indeed.
Any modifiers or just flat?
Flat. They're not used to being friendly with the Inquisition, but Rogue Trader said to be cool with you. So, it's funny you should say that. In this journey, the journey has been strangely troubled. Usually the ship has a very easy time in the warp. It seems very much at home while traveling the space lanes. And they're usually guaranteed a pretty smooth ride, one of the reasons why they don't have a better navigator, because the warp seems to like the ship. And as far as the crew is concerned, well, there's a certain attitude of personal accomplishment in the in death I will go to Valhalla sort of way, which might explain why the ship is built the way it's built and why the captain is trained the way he's trained. Now,
Okay.
yeah, I think that gives you enough to understand what they rolled on their oddities.
So the crew's fucky. Got it.
The crew is a form of a death cult. It's just that it's less anything for the Emperor and more, I will win eternal glory in battle. Jacklor,
So-
you're muted.
Coronates, I see.
Wow.
I
No.
mean, he's not wrong. That literally plays into Korn.
Corn.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what Korn loves.
So does the Emperor. There are plenty of stories of joining the Emperor's eternal army in the sky after you die.
Mm-hmm.
So, just asking, are we doing this sort of like a project as the days go, and or
Some
what?
things would apply towards this, but right now, presumably, you're just preparing and gathering information. But if you would like to attempt a way to try and influence the situation directly, you may start to do so.
No, I think I'm going to spend my first day, and I think this is going to be extremely difficult,
Mhm.
but I'm going to try it anyways. I would like to attempt a essentially a logic test, trying to see from what we know of the cat already, and just try and be like, there's got to be a sneaky, clever ass bullshit way out of this, and just try and go through a bunch of the options.
Okay. Make me a logic test at -30 base. And I will
Ah.
give you some clues based on how well you do.
Minus 30?
Yeah. This
Okay.
is
I spent a fate point.
okay. And that gives you 5 degrees, right?
Yep.
Okay. You find some slightly less crazy books detailing stuff about demons, and you just, flip through them, try and figure out everything you know about the cat, and on top of what Arminius knows, it's actually really interesting because the cat, he has done very little to actually thwart your quest. He has shown himself and fucked with you in minor ways, but it's almost as if he's just poking you enough to keep you focused on going after this. So you're pissed enough at him to work harder. And you get the distinct impression that you, trying to get him, trying to get Swarog, trying to get the planet, that he's been systematically encouraging you to do just that by fucking with you. So you're pissed enough to pursue him. And, search for any way to resolve this. Which, obviously, is a troubling thing since you're potentially doing what a demon wants you to.
Yeah. But now ends up being the question Why the big ass delay?
Yes, that is an interesting question. So, 5 degrees, I'll give you one question on top of that.
Okay. I mean, I suppose I already asked the question. I'm not sure if that would be too vague or not. Like, why the delay then? If he wants us to consistently, or if it wants us to consistently keep pursuing it, why stop us now?
Well, that's the thing, right? It doesn't fit the pattern. Either he's presenting it as a delay and doing something else, or there is some reason to fix the timeline just so that you arrive at a certain point.
I think I get it now. Okay.
Okay. You two, what are you doing the first day of this oops?
Oh, well, that is a very good question. I'm just trying to think of what I can do with the abilities that I have. I genuinely don't know.
Personally,
Yes.
I have no idea.
Oh, Jesus. Can I maybe just roll demonology and maybe try and figure out how to get her to get us out of here or let us out of here?
That's a good way to find a fuck away, but it might work.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like it's literally the only thing even that I can attempt.
It's a high radical scale thing, that's the thing.
Can I try and somehow pilot in the ship to make it easier? I don't know.
Not really. The ship is currently being piloted by the navigator.
Yeah,
who,
I mean, yeah.
Do you have navigate warp?
I do not. I have navigate. I have operate aeronautica and void ship. I do not have navigate. I can't even get navigate warp without being a fucking navigator.
I mean, technically you can. You just automatically flies if you don't have the Astronomicon and you can't avoid incoming perils. You just do blind jumps. Twitch chat suggests turning it on and off again. Or off and on again, as the case may be. Not sure if they mean the Geller field or the warp engines or both, but just to be safe I would go with both. I mean, previously when you were in the warp without Geller field in Rogue Trade, it took like half an hour for things to start really manifesting.
It takes half an hour to turn the thing together field back on after taking half an hour to turn it off.
So, all I heard was half an hour, you should be fine. Okay, so, what are you doing?
I genuinely don't have anything that's not radical.
Then go radical.
Fuck it, I'm probably gonna fail this anyway, but I'm gonna roll demonology then. Maybe try and figure out how to get out of here.
Okay, what specifically are you trying to figure out?
Can we fuck over the cat somehow to let us go?
Fuck over as in give him a reason to let you go, or fuck over as in actually break his hold?
Preferably break his hold.
Okay.
Oh my
You can roll this flat, but this is going to be a general information thing rather than a...
Yeah, specific.
because the specifics will need to be worked out in greater detail in order to make this a thing.
6 failures.
Why don't we roll that?
The cat must be appeased with a sacrifice. Your tech priest or one of your navigators will probably do.
We're not doing that.
He will be too busy eating to keep hold of the ship. You just need to throw out a bit of
Amazing.
bait out of an airlock to distract him.
Amazing. Okay, so what are you doing, Jackal?
Choose carefully.
I'll look into what the like what kind of powers the cat is using to actually make the time loop.
You have knowledge warp,
Yes.
so
And Psychers, I believe. Yeah, Psychers, Heresy, Demonology, and War.
okay. You don't have to roll. You're a psyker, you know how it works. When you use your powers, you're pulling bits of the warp into reality and making them do or be certain things or events. The cat is probably just manipulating the raw stuff of the warp, willing you to be in a time loop.
Fair.
It's in its natural habitat. It's like clay in his hands if he's ascended to a greater demon.
Well, fuck. I confront now.
You want to challenge him to a duel of wills? That might work if you win.
If I win, yes, I'm not winning that.
Might leave you a vegetable if you don't, that's true.
Once I'm celebrating 10, I'll do it.
You're never getting there unless you sit in the right chair. Okay, so knowing that, what are you doing for the first day?
I don't know.
If only you had those books you burned, you could have summoned another greater demon to make a deal and throw at the cat, huh?
Let's
What? Why would I do that?
Why not?
To escape.
Because high radical.
No.
Right.
Just blame it on the rogue trader.
Let's just first gather up in a room and let's talk in character a bit, if that's okay.
Sure.
Jackal or he can't make the decision what to do with, I'm gonna say, based on the information you have already gathered. Because you only get it at the end of the first day, effectively, once you've taken the time to figure it out. So presumably you get briefed on what the fuck is happening, and you can discuss. I'll let you discuss in general terms, but don't go into the specifics that your roles revealed.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna just note out then is essentially, since this does, through my research, blah blah, and since the cat does seem to be going at a pattern, it makes me think that it's being controlled, but that's once again highly unlikely at this point, especially if it can control this in this area. And Arminius says, "Fuck yonder." So, I think that smart move would be if we just literally wait, and who knows how many days that'll be, everything will be fine. But I don't want to do that. That literally goes under its plans. Because it's doing this for a reason.
Okay.
So we should find alternatives to, do something.
If I understand the matter correctly, the beast is molding the warp around us. If we could somehow make it unable to do that, that would solve the issue.
That sounds like we'd require a powerful psyker, or multiple of them.
Or reject and detonate your warp engine.
Or I have an idea that might work, but once again, let's not get to there. If we need something to disrupt the cat's hold on it, perhaps overcharging the Geller field to temporarily work on a higher distance might work, but let's not do that.
Yes, that might be.
I have an
okay,
idea.
but I don't think it's worth trying.
This is gonna sound crazy because it is. But if the cat is trying to use this as a tool and dump us out right at the right time to be the wrong man in the right place.
You're going into specifics Demi hasn't learned yet, technically, because this is before the first day rolls. Because Jack Lord can decide.
I mean,
to
it
try to-
seems obvious
Oh.
from what he said.
Oh shit, my bad. I also misunderstood that. I thought this was after the rolls.
Jack Lord, just figure out something to roll, please.
Fine, I'll roll fucking the warp and try and.
No, actually, that's a good idea.
We are in the warp.
Okay, what do you want to learn by rolling the warp?
I should learn how to master the warp and destroy the cat. No, I don't. Well, I do it, but that's not how I want to do it. Okay, so, I wish to start doing research towards strengthening the Geller field so that it can resist the cat's pull. Hello?
Yeah, roll common lore astrotelpathica for me then.
I don't
Flat.
have that. Well, I have infused knowledge, so
Or you can roll
I'm
infused.
rerolling that.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
3 degrees, I think, for you.
So it
Fucking
is
doubles.
possible, if you have a sufficient amount of blessed silver, usually couple dozen tons, and a month in dry dock, to meticulously etch sigils of warding, of loyalty and devotion to the Emperor in the ship's hull and its very bones to render it more resistant to the powers of the warp. Downside is you don't have, like 20 tons of blessed silver, and you would have to go outside.
Mm-hmm. Do we have the silver?
No.
Fair.
Okay, now we can talk about the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, crazy idea. If he's trying to fucking keep us here just long enough to dump us out at the wrong place at the right time, why don't we just fucking set up a dead man switch and make it where the ship will detonate if he doesn't fucking release us in like 12 hours time?
Wait a minute. You want to use us and the entire ship as hostages?
Yes.
You're insane.
Insane enough that it might work.
No,
What
it's
is I
wrong.
can see it working.
From what I was able to uncover, well, I don't believe it necessarily needs us in that context, so it might not cross the best as hostages. It definitely wants us. So now, depending on how much it actually wants us, it might actually work. But just like the Gellerfield idea, let's keep that as a resort for the time being. A thought came across my mind just now, and it's really making me confused. See, remember how I just said if we just wait here, it should all be right? Because that should be its plan. Thinking about it now, and because of seemingly can know the future at the same time, maybe it actually wants us to find a way out sooner. And now I'm not really sure what the correct approach might be. If I need to clarify, the wrong answer might actually be to struggle and try our hardest, uncover more stuff, become more determined, and try to break out of here, which might make us, or make it happier, so to say, for us doing such a thing, rather than us just waiting patiently here in the warp.
It does look a lot like a lose-lose situation for us.
I don't believe there's any way that we can directly affect it, considering we're in the middle of nowhere, quite literally. So the only things that we can do is affect ourselves in some form of way, which is why I'm saying the hostage idea, as crazy as it is, just like the Gellerfield, might actually be a solution.
The cat is holding us hostage. Bet you didn't expect this fucker.
Fucking 2 million IQ.
This is some galaxy brain shit, alright.
Yes, that's the issue. It's galaxy brain. It's not a good idea.
Do we know if anyone among the crew is corrupted?
The ship this
If
size
we
has about
know.
10k people. Bets are
I mean-
1 or 2 will be.
Yeah.
And that would require a lot of time to actually discover, to know.
I'm gonna have to wait it up. Wait now.
I got a strange idea, but I'm not sure if we'd be able to pull it off, considering the personalities. See, when I mentioned that the cat cares about us, it doesn't care about the entire crew. Most of the crew doesn't even know what it's doing. Just that they know how they need to run the ship. What the cat cares about, seemingly, is the people who are actually in the know. Us, the rogue trader potentially, navigator as well. And it wants us to pursue. So my idea is, what if we sort of trick its expectations through these next days? And once again, crazy play at this point, and I don't even know what goes into that demonic mind, and I don't want to ever. But we need to think of something. What if, through the next 2-3 days, since we're going to be here stuck anyways, we really try our darndest? Go for it. Try everything. And when I mean try everything, we push ourselves to the limit. No sleep, no nothing, hell, no food. We starve and brutalize our own selves. So that we, and forgive me, since this might sound very wrong, but we lose purpose. We make it to the point that we cripple ourselves to that point where we don't want to do anything anymore. We just want to go back to Scintilla and rest up.
So you're saying lower all of our mental defenses in front of a demon?
The thing is, though, if the cat wanted us to personally control us to do its objectives, it would. But from our reports and things, That isn't how this one operates. So there would be no reason for it to do so.
I still do not wish to gamble with the whims of demons.
We could gamble with the hostage situation then.
No, our best option is to simply wait it out. There is little advantage to doing the hostage situation unless it is the absolute last resort, when not all else has failed.
As I mentioned before, that also might be the wrong option.
And you also mentioned it might be the wrong option to do anything.
Exactly.
So I think we're better off hedging our bets and waiting rather than doing something drastic and making a mistake.
Hey, Chris, could I use Forbidden Lore Space Russians to see how they might deal with this situation?
Sure. Go ahead and roll. You can take a plus 20 on this because this is a pretty common thing based on what you've learned about them so far. And
This happened every other day, like I swear to God.
like they had a solution that they commonly employed against such matters. So yeah, base of plus 20, so you need to roll that.
Ooh.
Nice.
The Space Russians, when their technology worked correctly, would have been invisible to the demon in the first place. They had adaptive Galar fields.
Huh.
Bastards.
Wait. Can we use the teleportarium to move into through the warp or through the deep warp to Scintilla?
What?
You don't have a beacon to lock onto.
Bro.
Gerard mentioned that if you could get a message to the Inquisition at the station to turn on the beacon there, they could try and teleport there.
Do we
Quite
have
an
a
ambitious plan, but let's not.
Better than the hostage situation.
No, it's actually a good idea.
Yeah, you just don't have a beacon at the far end to lock onto, so you're fucked.
When we can teleport to the beacon that Arminius is putting up.
Can we though?
Yes.
If there is an active teleportarium still integrated in the systems there, yes.
And if there isn't?
Like, in theory, if it's, like, okay.
You know, we might come out as something we don't want to ever acknowledge ever existing, because this facility was kind of fucked.
Could be.
Whoopsie.
It also, there is based on what Gerard has told you, there is a difference between major beacons like the station, which is an outright warp rift, and like a small astronomicon, and minor ones which transmit on a very limited or narrow band. And those you need to actually know the specific signal that you're looking for to lock onto.
Something I also want to note: we're not on the the ship we're on does have a teleportarium, right?
Yeah. It has an upgraded teleportarium.
I'll throw this question around if anybody knows, but that also including me. How does a teleportarium function in the warp?
Generally speaking, it doesn't.
You do not want to turn it on in here.
It's like, currently you have a bit of real space that the Galar field is holding around you, sucked in from the, normal universe to surround you.
Yeah.
So, technically it might work if you're eating into the deep warp. It would be fucky as all hell, but it might work. Normally, though, if there's a gap of normal warp between two ships in Galar fields, it wouldn't work in the warp.
Yeah, no, not really questioning about the deep warp capabilities. My only thing was like, hey, if teleportarium takes one place and then goes another place and makes a small rift teleport location thing, right? Maybe we could use that to bombard the rift shield field that he made, dimension that he made around us. I don't know.
Oh, just teleport random shit randomly across the universe?
Because what I'm imagining is the time space, is like a pocket dimension of some sort, and obviously normal weapons aren't going to fuck with it. So if we can use a literal warp weapon, which in this case, or rather use it as a warp weapon, maybe it could hinder the thing. I don't know.
The best option, I think, is to just try and look for the signal of the beacon Herminius is putting on, and then teleporting to that.
Fair enough, but having what 4 of us and maybe a squadron or a bit more teleporting to God's know where's when they have at least 2
I think,
ships.
I think we have. I think we. I like our chances, honestly. Better than staying here.
Keep in
If
mind the
It's
long
probably what the
range,
cat wants.
Keep in mind the long-range teleportarium is aligned only towards 3 of the 4 Chaos Gods, so it's a risky plan you're proposing there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if only we were on our own ship, we could just start fucking blasting prayers all around us.
Yes.
Just
Genuinely,
turn
that'd
on
be
the
a
hymn
shot.
casters.
Yes! Turn on the fucking hipcasters, let's go.
It's real convenient that your own ship was crippled by another mishap in the warp, huh?
I fucking hate everything.
I hate you. So, anybody got any other ideas?
Can we lure the cat on board at all to just at least try to cripple it with actual, firearms?
Demons do take a while to reform in the warp once they are discorporated forcibly.
And there's no way it could hold up the dimension.
Could we summon the demon and then kill it?
Oh god.
Summoning a greater demon is a difficult proposition, even when it wants to arrive, but you could just leave some kitty treats and turn off the color field.
No, that is something I'd
Okay,
like to...
okay. Can I try and learn the cat's true name?
Please do not. Please do not.
So the cat is somewhere outside in the warp, right?
Presumably.
Yeah.
Navigator did not report seeing a pussy floating out there.
Fair enough, because
Mr. Skittles, I
just
call
steal
on
and then shoot
you.
it with the guns on our ship.
No, we can't. Even if we did, they wouldn't affect it. It's in the warp.
And it's a fucking demon that can make itself incorporeal anyway.
Yes, exactly.
True. I mean, look, if we could lure it inside, then the best thing to do would be to turn off the Geller field and then lure it inside and turn it back on.
Geller fields,
I know it takes like half an hour to go down
Yeah,
and then half an hour
and,
to go back up, I know.
the thing is that it kind of requires real space to bring in with you. Trying to push the warp back once it's already in is harder than going in with it normally.
Ah, okay, so it's literally a bubble. Gotcha.
Yeah, so like if you pop it, you
Yeah.
can turn it back on.
But it's
See-
gonna be still filled with the warp.
Like yeah, that, and also you could damage the field because that puts a lot of stress on the system.
Fair enough.
Also, for those who have a bit maybe more knowledge of the warp, but I'm just trying to think over here. If this is a pocket dimension, some sort of bubble that the cat is stuck us in, then there might not be as much of other presences around, considering the fact that if it's a bubble, maybe the other things won't be able to enter. So we don't.
I
want to
doubt
be
that's going to be the case. I don't think that's. It wouldn't need to stop anything coming here. We're already doing that for it. And if we
Okay,
don't do that,
I'm gonna say something out of character, and it's gonna be super fucking radical. Insanely radical.
You fired on a Loyal Mechanicum cruiser at one point. You're not gonna surprise me.
No, this is way more radical than that.
Okay.
Are you demon hosting?
We could fucking inspire the fervor of the crew to battle and have everyone call on fucking corn.
No.
See? It's
Why?
way more radical.
Why would we do this?
I crumple a piece of paper and throw it at him. Bad, no.
Like I said, out of character
Okay,
because
Ollie,
it's
Ollie.
insane.
Yeah, because if that's in character, then your duty, arguably, as an Inquisitor, is to pull out your gun and shoot him.
Yes, exactly. Ollie,
just
when would
convince
that
the
actually
entire
spawn?
convince the entire
I
crew to an
mean,
orgy
calling
and then
on
call us
the
for that.
assistance of a fucking chaos god to fuck over another demon.
Or we
Why would he fix anything? Is my question.
how about we call upon the God Emperor to help us?
True. How about we
The
all
problem
just
is this crew sucks ass.
That's fair. Understandable, sir. Have a nice day.
Oh fuck! What do we do?
Well, we have multiple options. We have the hostage situation. We have the make our Gellerfield explodes option. We have the psychological warfare option. We have the very heretical option, which is being discarded immediately. We have the teleport bread everywhere option.
Teleport bread. Why bread? That's rations, my dude.
I looked at Twitch chat and
Wait, he's watching the stream. He's cheating.
nah. I keep it paused.
I don't
just
have
let the chat
anything
open.
open. Anyway.
Yeah, I always keep it paused anyways.
Demi's a good
Um,
pussy.
Yeah, I don't
People
cheat.
watch the stream.
So, I think that's 4, 5, plus whatever we skipped over. So, do we start choosing or do we?
Honestly, our best option is to either just wait
Yeah, the wait.
party him over. Partying over is very risky, but it's less risky than literally yeeting the entire ship.
My bad. 2 teleportarium options: teleport to Arminius, teleport bread. Okay, 6 options. Or 7.
You're missing a finger.
Well, Jack Color, you have another day. You may feel free to work on whichever of these you wish to prefer.
So I guess I'll try and figure out the frequency of Armenia to beat them.
Yes. Let's just let the cat help us reach Arminius. We just pop out of literally in front of him like, yo, ready for battle with the fucking Space Marine. That'd be sick.
That once again, we'd be outnumbered. I'd be up for it, but once again, would be asking a demon for assistance. I do not like that at all.
I mean, it's not asking; it's forcing it to.
I mean, you can just turn off the Gellerfield and start praying for him to.
I'm sorry, but Temujin, did you just by forcing? Do you mean we go into the hostage situation, be like, we either explode ourselves or you teleport us to Arminius?
No. We lock onto Arminius's signal, or the fucking beacon that he set up, and then we teleport there out of here.
I
What?
really do not like that idea.
Oh, we just roll up I style.
Brother, this is no time for anime references.
That a motherfucking JoJo reference. Jesus, I mean, it's not that funny.
No, I got reminded of the Astropath joke I did last time.
You motherfucker.
So, let's considering we have all these brilliant ideas, let's take another day.
Brilliant ideas. Like half of them involve somewhat chances of just suicide.
Just another day in the Imperial Inquisition.
Fucking brilliant plans.
How about we take another day to maybe do a bit of research and see if we can't come up with something.
So what the fuck were we saying? I was
Wait a day, try and see if you come up with an idea that doesn't
Yeah,
involve
before that,
suicide
you
or
all-
suck.
Well, before the other stuff before that.
We have we have plenitude of brilliant options. Let's find more brilliant options. There you go.
Yeah.
Chop chop. I'm gonna go to sleep. See you guys tomorrow.
Okay, so who wants to roll first? Jackalor, how about you?
I'll try and figure out how to detect the warp beacon, and lock onto it. If that works.
Sure. Roll a Forbidden Lore Warp. I'll give you a +10 for this.
Spending a fate point for +10.
Okay, 3 degrees.
Yep.
Okay, so effectively you're looking for a very specific bit of noise in a very noisy room. So you either need to know the exact tone you're listening for, or you need to have an idea where it is relative to you through the bullshit of the warp.
Oh god.
Which means that, well, having a short list of planets would be real fucking helpful right about now, actually. Beyond that, having a navigator to do the looking and actually, writing down the frequencies, that would do it. So, knowing where to look or knowing what you're looking for would let you, get the data you need and translate it using a navigator.
So do we have a navigator to spare?
We have one.
Cough, cough. We brought our sick navigator that's fucking in a coma or whatever.
He's usable now. But,
Okay, we
Oh.
can ask him. Nice.
but generally speaking, currently you have 80 options? 20? Either way, it was a relatively high number, surrounding the northern half of the Screaming Vortex, which is it's kind of tough for a navigator to be watching all of them.
Fair enough.
I have a brilliant idea of what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, well, I suppose in conjuncture, if that's okay with the navigator, since I need him to look at warp bullshit. I'm gonna take Temujin's idea, and well, we're stuck in this, and oh yeah, time has passed. It's Sunday. Time for the entire ship to pray to the Emperor, and let's see if that does anything.
Okay.
And I want the navigator to just be like, did that do anything? Just keep a watch on. So yes, I suppose I'll do sermon or whatever the fuck.
Sure. Do you have Imperial Creed?
I have infused knowledge.
I think this would be a command with a negative, let's say.
That's fair enough.
We'll call it a -10 because Gerard, unlike his sister, is willing to encourage this after a fashion, but they're not used to, excessive expressions of faith, shall we say, as a whole ship. It's mostly smaller services and chapels and the like.
That's fair enough. Fellowship. What should I use? Fellowship, intelligence, strength, or willpower? Why does command have strength? Oh, fun enough, actually.
Because you might be commanding orcs at some point.
That's fair, mate. So, what should I roll with it?
I'll let you use willpower, because it is the most appropriate.
So, -20, you said?
I was saying -10.
Oh, -10? Okay.
I'm starting to regret it given how good your willpower is, but...
Fuck you. I have a 50-50 anyways. Okay, I'm gonna spend a fate point for an additional +1 because I want the ship to pray.
Okay. The ship prays. The navigator reports that it does seem to be having an effect. He can't tell if it's good or bad. The warp seems to be picking up speed outside and roiling with energies.
Success.
Well, yeah, that looks like a success to me. So, let's just have this be a more of a daily, more of an often occurrence. If that's all right, Road Trader.
But he doesn't object. Like, he's having the tech priests rig the warp engines for crash re-entry to real space, just in case!
God bless.
Okay, who's next?
You are.
Okay. I have an idea of what I can do. It does not help us at all. It primarily helps only me.
Yeah.
But since we're like all preoccupied with this stuff and well, this situation and like the entire ship, I just kind of want to look for a recoil gun I can snag just anywhere on the ship.
You piece of shit.
I have nothing that can help us overall.
Stealth in the warp. I believe it.
What do you mean?
Or I have an idea for you, but
Okay, go for it. If it's better, I'm choosing.
you have
that.
good scrutiny, right? I don't
Yes,
know
I have
if
really
you
good
can.
scrutiny.
I don't know if you could do anything with fucking any nav bullshit or whatever they have, but maybe
I
look for
don't
weak
know.
spots in this bubble. I don't fucking know.
That depends on Chris, but I don't
That
think
would
so.
be a
'cause I need
Sinisians
damage
thing,
to the board,
unless
and
he
yeah.
literally looks out the window and goes like, oh, that has different patterns. I can taste the rainbow now!
I believe in you, Boo.
I'm sticking with my idea then, because I have nothing that I can contribute unless I can roll again for fucking demonology, try and figure out how to fuck over the cat again.
You can ask a different question or more specific question. I won't let you roll for the exact same thing again, but
Yeah.
you can keep... Like,
trying.
this ship isn't entirely devoid of less dangerous reference materials in the trophy room. So, what would
Maybe
you...
if something is try and figure out if something is allowing the cat to hold on to our ship more easily.
Sure, roll at a -10.
Oh, that's a like 21% chance.
I believe in you.
She shouldn't.
I think the same roll as previously, 92.
Nah, actually it is. Holy fuck. Should I re-roll that?
Your choice, man.
Don't go for it.
I
It's
believe
not
in you.
worth it. It's not worth it.
But you might crit succeed, though.
Fuck it, you
Yeah.
can do it. I'm re-rolling that.
You convinced me. Hey!
Holy shit!
It is a success.
You know, the cat has, as reading the books, as much as you hate to admit it, ardent worshippers on board. People deeply committed to searching out the Svarog and its secrets.
Yeah.
And
before it's off, actually.
it probably gives it more of a hold than it otherwise would have. The Dolphus.
When we kill ourselves, it will fix everything.
Gerard walks in as you're preparing to eat bullets. I'm sorry I can't do that. You haven't logged my pardon yet. Pulls out a staser. Adolphus, what about you?
Would I have enough information to actually use logic to try and deduce what the cat's trying to pressure us into doing?
Not necessarily, but you can make an attempt based on information you do have.
Okay, I'll attempt it.
Minus 20 as a base, same as Demi.
Unlike
I'll
Demi,
re-roll that.
I mean, that's a crit fail.
Are you kidding me?
Well, that is how many failures?
7?
Well, everyone knows that demons can't be fucking trusted, and that they're greedy fucks that seek the destruction of mankind and all of its holiness. So, obviously, it's trying to force you to turn on the beacon so you can escape via the teleportarium so it can eat another planet. You may confer at the end of the day.
Gentlemen,
We need to purge some heretics on this ship.
I like that.
Starting with you, who pulls out a Joe's bolter.
Pulls out Tau pulse rifle, please.
Oof.
So I'm gonna go on the presumption you find some individuals that are, well, heretics. Correct?
I have strong reason to believe that there are heretical individuals on ship. That may be strengthening the creature's bond on our ship.
Oh, out of character, boo. I literally meant you because you are committed to searching for this shit.
Fair enough. I'm still gonna try and at least kill anyone, at least make myself feel better.
What? What?
Roll a willpower for me with a +10.
Oh my god, my willpower.
Oh, you've done it now, Sonny.
Yes.
Are you wearing your armor and weaponry throughout the day? These
I presumably would, yeah.
So the rest of you may roll scrutiny flat.
Oh no.
Amen, brother. Flat?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Adolphus,
Jack.
as he's talking about heretics, you see his hand almost unconsciously start to stray towards the pulse rifle on his back and then just clench into a fist, tremble slightly, and go back to his side.
Fucking, it's for the good of the Imperium.
I'm sorry, my friends, it's for the good of the Imperium. Flips to full auto.
You have,
I'm saving one for myself, don't worry.
I'll slowly look over the others.
so, in terms of that,
Back at him.
how many are you thinking in the numbers? How many do we have to deal with?
Roughly 4. Maybe 5 or 6.
Well, let's check at least 10% of the crew, if we can. Don't worry about it.
I'm aware this is a rogue trader ship, and I believe it, but I think an approximation of 1,000 to 1,500. I can't deal with that in a single day.
Well, however many we can, I guess.
So wait, what are we trying to do?
Just interrogating people if they're like worshipping the cat just because.
He wants to yeet a tenth of the crew.
The demonologist wants to purge the crew, yeah.
I never
I'm
said
the
purge.
demonologist.
I never said
You're
purge.
both the demonologist.
I'm very
Neither
bad-
of you have
I'm
any
very
other
bad
skills.
demonologist.
Congratulations.
I have some nuisance. Oh wait.
Hey, I was just trying to steal a recoil glove, then y'all made me fucking.
I'm
roll for it.
probably better at Psynicians than you. Which is hilarious.
I actually have a 34% chance nowadays.
Continuing on.
I have a 50.
Stop
we'll do
measuring, both of your dicks are tiny.
Continuing on. we'll deal with the heresy then. Maybe next day, maybe tonight. I'm gonna have to see with the rogue trader who might be a bit more involved. On my end, as you may have heard from the speakers and the like, I saw to the ship, or at least as many that actually did believe and pray to the emperor, and the navigator reported that the warp actually that it actually had an effect, and that it seemed to have how should I mention this? The warp recoiled a bit. So I've made this some more of a daily thing as to possibly weaken the hold.
I think we should make that a combined effort to insert as many people as we can, or as much crew as we can.
I have some specific litanies on my hand, and a mind able to comprehend them fully. So to I might be able to help with that effect a bit more. What about the two of you?
What are we doing?
Conferring at the end of the day what each of us did.
I was looking into the. I was looking into the frequency which we need to look out for to see to find out where we need to teleport to get to Arminius beacon. I have come to the conclusion that I'll need the use of the navigator for some time to get a hold of this signal. It should be easier to deduce where the signal is coming from if we can, since we do have we do have we can use the fucking station's signal as a basis of what to look for, right?
The station's signal was a broadband transmission. It was presumably also giving off more direct transmissions on narrower bands and had a direct line to Svarog through that. But that wasn't widely detectable, shall we say. So if this is a minor beacon, you need to be looking at the right location, or you need to know what band it operates on.
This is like comparing a major FM station to a tiny AM station.
I have no idea how radio works, but yes.
Well, I still need the navigator's help for this, but yes.
Keep in mind,
I believe
that goes on in like 6 months. He set it on a timer, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, and lastly, Jordan, anything on your end?
I've been trying to figure out why it wants us to do this, but the only thing I can conclude is that it might be trying to make us do what he's suggesting. And while I'm not against Mitchell's idea, it's a risky idea.
Better than the other ones?
Right. So, going through my mind and going through some of the options we've established. So, praying works against the wall, first and foremost. Second, I think we can combine this with whatever we might want to do as to possibly find an exit. As some of the ideas we put out before, for example, with the whole Geller field, for example, if we were to combine that with the praying, we might be able to loosen up the hold enough for us to actually grant us exit from the war. Just an idea. But all I know is we found a reliable way to weaken the cat's hold. what we would use in juncture with that to actually help us, I don't know.
Temujin just fucking whispers in, like, under his breath, I know a better way, but, you know.
Fingers a grenade on his belt.
We're gonna have to kill you, right?
I'm not gonna kill anybody yet.
Well, I agree, Mortez. I have to say, I think it would be more effective if we play into the crew's desires in doing so. This crew is very prone to a desire for victory in battle. And this demon is denying us that. If we could rally them around the cause with a rousing speech and have them all pray as a result, then we might be able to do it more effectively.
I believe we'd be able to, as I said, the issue with the prayer is it's not foolproof. It's not the breach that we need. It's simply a weakening device, if you would want to call it as such. Making the crew rowdy and really wish to pray is a terrific idea, I agree. But we need something with that to actually get properly through. Now, on that note, though, since you mentioned the morale, well, this might just be my knowledge of people at this point, but I'm quite sure that people pray very heavily and actually quite genuinely when the Gellerfield goes down. Just noting that out.
Or, Mortez, I may have a better idea.
Why do I
Listen,
hear boss
listen.
music?
Looks down at his hand.
Just that you
Watch,
just
it's his
hear a
hand.
like 12 people passing outside chanting in high gothic swinging a censer.
Listen. We combine the prayer strategy with Operation Bread to weaken the bubble at the same time.
Do you think that both of those would work enough to actually break the hold, or would that just be another weakening ability?
Well, I do not know, that's the thing, but I would assume it would have some chance to break, considering it would be, quote unquote, like firing cannonballs at a wall.
I know.
Okay, I'm missing something clearly. Why the fuck would teleporting bread around help anything?
The
That is-
teleportarium might have a trouble functioning if you let the warp in. It's not meant to function inside the warp. It needs a real space around it. Generally speaking.
Damn it.
No.
But I like your enthusiasm.
Nah, because I even had an idea above that to make it really work.
No. We use the teleportarium and teleport you into this rounds. To fuck up the cat's influence.
Why?
The problem with that would be my Nithidus rounds look like this, and the warp is like at least this.
You
But
know,
you
right
know,
now to the cat
cat
you
is
look like
small.
a, Christmas ornament. Round, yay, this big that he's sort of just rolling back and forth.
Now, there is something, and well, I don't believe the entirety of the ship has what we had with the broadband casters. It might have something a bit less, but I've learned some specific rights against demons that I might be able to, in some form of way, using outside speakers and might help influence the entire thing.
Oh, I
So
see.
I can help, with the exact prayers, make it maybe a bit more effective. Besides that, and well, I don't like the idea of teleporting to Arminius at all.
Why? It's a solid idea.
One, let me note this. If that's what the cat is planning, we're willingly.
If that is what the cat is planning. If.
Sure. If that's what the cat is planning, we're going directly into its hands. So again, 2, sure, we teleport over. We bring a dozen men, maybe even 100, 200, however much. 200 men plus us against 10,000, not a good chance.
They only have the small ship. I don't think they have the entire full crew of the other rogue trader ship available to them. They likely only have a small group. His loyalists and a few others.
So, what we need to also note in that case is that they potentially have maybe not a crew such as this one, and I kind of wish I had a death cult right now, but we also have to keep in mind that we're going to have to go against a very powerful Psyker and whatever skilled individuals they have. For all we know, Arminius has picked up a second Zarkov.
I will note Arminius isn't that powerful a Psyker. He is only a bit more powerful than me.
Out of character, Jackler, fuck you. You know that he's a more powerful Psyker on a simple basis that he actually has psychic powers?
I have psychic powers.
Fuck you, you have Psy rating.
I have psychic powers. I have telepathic link, mental fortitude.
He
Razor,
started buying
dominate.
them.
I have dominate, invigorate. Like I don't have the direct offensive like smite or shape flesh, but you know.
Yes, also you do not have Sunray or whatever the fuck it's called. So, you are a powerful warrior, Jackalor.
Just a shit psyker.
I have Psi rating 3.
Okay,
and
what ability
I
do you have?
Dominate
What ability
and
do you have?
mental fortitude.
Last I remember, Arminius has
What ability do you have? Bitch.
Arminius has 4, if I remember correctly.
Well, when we last left him, yes. You don't know, Jackal, what the ST did in the back.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe
He
Arminius
still
now
had
has-
1,000 XP. Let me just quickly apply
Yeah,
that.
maybe Arminius now has like 2 unnatural willpower or something. Who you don't fucking know.
Unfurls his wings. The Emperor has blessed me!
With what we know of what he had back then, at least he had only Psi rating 4.
All in all, I'm not one to shy away from a suicide mission, but a suicide mission that has a 100% chance of no effect and guaranteed.
I don't think it is. It's not a suicide mission. I'm certain of that.
He's certain than me.
Yeah, and I'm certain that it's also a suicide mission. We're at what's called a conflict.
I mean,
Now-
it's less of a suicide mission than whatever the fuck you're planning.
You know what? I've gotten to this point. I know I'm going to go at the Emperor's side, so let's make it at a vote, shall we? You're up for going to the via Teleportarium. I'm not. Jordan.
I think it's a bad idea to use the teleportarium.
Temujin.
I think it's a bad idea for the teleportarium as well.
Then let's not use the Teleportarium. Now, I will know, Mirko, if you want to go, you're free to go.
I mean, if you want to commit suicide and try and preach to the cat, sure, go ahead. I won't be with you.
I might have given you a chance if you had 4 Stormbolters strapped to you shooting at 100 men at a time. Then I might believe you.
I don't think they have 100 men on their side. The ship isn't big enough for that. It's a small ship.
Depends on the Griffs joined him on the wherever he is.
Exactly.
Because the Griffs have 3 ships, and 2 of them were frigates, so that's 50,000 men, roughly.
I don't
I
care
don't
about
think they put all the 50,000 men onto the planet where the beacon is.
Sure, they give 1,000 Jackalor.
So let's start devising the plan. What are you going to do, Demi, to
Good
help
question.
pop this bubble?
Well, as I said, if it's containing a grip, and I go through the litanies correctly, I should be able to weaken its grasp, or at least affect it for a short amount of time, enough for whatever we put into a chord to actually work. Plus the crew praying, I can get that to as an assurance.
You won't be able to coordinate both, Demi. Because
Yeah,
you're
no.
either chanting litanies or you're leading the crew in prayer.
Can I do both? No, in the sense that what I'm mostly going on, I have the rites of banishment talent, and I'm thinking that's like some form of litany plus my own
Presumably
fervor.
that's what you were doing already, just trying to force it away with the gathered fate of these bloodthirsty fucking pirates.
Okay. No. So yeah, that's gonna be me essentially. That's me and my litanies.
Okay. Everyone else is quiet. Moving on to the next day, starting the plan, such as this. I'm presuming you're just trying to overwhelm the bubble at this point.
Yeah.
Seemingly.
Okay. Demi, you can go first.
Okay, so should I just roll command again, or
Command with willpower at -10.
okay?
Wouldn't you
Also,
have an easier time because you already got them once?
It's also like fervor fades with time. So, it kind of cuts both ways. They're more obedient, but it's kind of like, okay, this is the new normal now. We chanted.
fuck, that's a single goddamn failure. Do I re-roll? Oh Jesus fucking!
Oh, God.
By the way, Chris, just a note. I'm not sure if the rites of banishment would actually affect, but it should have a -10 to its willpower, if it does do that.
Not in the warp. Not
Okay.
unless you're actually face to face with it in some way, I would say.
Not sure if I should re-roll this or not.
I'm counting the successes together. It's an ongoing tally.
That means yes.
Sure. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this next roll.
Command is past Trinity.
Oh, nice. Success with 3 additional 6 degrees.
Okay.
And I'll use Psyniscience to try and probe the bubble and see where its weaknesses may lie.
Right. Where the fuck do you have Psyniscience from? You had a background thing for it?
It's Jack of all trades.
Does Jack of all trades give Psyniscience?
I would say yes.
Oh, then I'd have two dots in Psyniscience.
Jack of
Wait,
all
no,
trades
it
just
only
gives you the
give-
first one. It doesn't give
No.
you an extra
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Demi.
What the fuck is Jack of all trades?
It's an Inquisitor only talent because they have ascended.
We are.
Oh.
So, okay, roll Psyniscience.
Just flat.
Make it a +20.
Bruh.
I'm re-rolling that.
Yes, you should. That's a crit fail.
97 again. Okay, success.
It's weird. It's like the vision jumps out at you. It wants to be seen when you focus in, but you retain enough control to keep yourself anchored in your little bubble of reality. And the cat is out there, at the edges of the bubble, floating half incorporeal like a little happy cloud grinning at the ship, using one paw to sort of stir the edge of the bubble like winding up a maelstrom, occasionally blowing the ship away from one of the edges as it passes by. It's definitely here, and it's definitely focused on you. And you see where the will from what's his face is. Let me just You are
Mortez?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
Mortez is pouring the prayers into the warp, and the cat is just sort of where the maelstrom starts breaking down. He just sort of spits on his paws, rubs them together, and just sort of like clay glues the vortex back together. And you just see him steadily making progress on repairing rents that had appeared in it previously.
Hmm.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I shoot at it?
It's about the size of a battle cruiser currently, and it's like 50 VUs out from you, so no.
Can we shoot the bubble?
Demi is trying to with mind bullets. It's not working very well today.
Can we use real bullets?
Sure, you order them to fire salvo. The cat catches them and swallows them. You get the feeling that these might be a surprise tool that will help it later.
Ah, hell yeah. Can I just look across as much of the ship as I can, just for any signs of heresy in between the crew?
Roll scrutiny at -20 because you're trying to cover a lot of ground.
Scrutiny perception, I'm guessing? Or-
Yep.
Hey.
Okay. Well, what gun are you using and how much ammunition are you willing to expend in the Holy Quest? Because
That's a good question.
effectively you find like 4 shrines to the cat being slowly built up in dark corners of the ship.
I'd bring my fucking Angelus bolter. And like, how many rounds would be enough? Like 20?
It depends on if you're shooting every menial or just the high-ranking ones.
High-ranking ones, but obviously informing everyone to take care of the menials, like everyone
Okay.
everyone that would that
So
can
you have some stormtroopers with you.
Yeah.
There's some bolter fire, and there's some bolter fire. You personally execute one of the, tech priests on board the ship, who is busy drawing out a litany in binary for the cat. As you do.
So how much would that cost?
Now let's go with 5 bullets for the high-ranking ones.
Oh, fair enough.
The stormtroopers execute another 30 or 40 maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, Adolphus.
Yes.
Well, actually, due to you catching those shrines, reduce the cat's successes on the contested willpower by 1 today. Because
Not bad.
that would hurt his efforts, definitely, to nip that in the bud. So, Adolphus, what are your efforts? Or did you already roll for today?
He didn't. No, wait, he rolled Sinisians, yeah.
Oh yeah, right, sorry. Then we're on
Jackalor.
Jackalor. Jackalor, what do?
I guess I'll roll fucking Scholastic Lore, Imperial Creed or something, and try and help psychically.
Okay, those don't go very well together. If you're trying to help Demi, you need to declare that in advance.
I was thinking occult.
Okay, explain to me what cult. What are you doing?
We don't have a cult here.
Occult.
A
Okay,
cult.
occult.
Just drawing symbols to ward off the cat.
Oh.
Okay, what are you using to draw these symbols?
His own holy blood, of course.
He comes back, white as a sheet, pale, bloodless. I have done my duty, brothers.
Do you have any sacred engines?
Can I use Sacred Dungeons?
You
No,
can
write
try
it in
and get
Sacred Dungeons and then light it on fire.
You can try and get tech priests to aid with this, and then you can have access to them. But no, they won't just give these to you.
Okay, let's do that then.
All right. And are you charging the sigils with psychic energy?
Yes.
Okay, two things.
Holy shit, he's using his psi rating. I don't believe it.
Start by invoking your psi rating. Make a invoke power test as normal at flat difficulty.
Pushing is a bad idea, I assume.
Only if you lose.
So I get 10 from the Psi Focus.
Mm-hmm. The base for the occult is gonna be, I think, minus 20. But for every psi rating you successfully use, you reduce that or increase it by 5 in your favor. So as long as you succeed on the invoke test.
Okay. Should I push, guys? Can
No,
I spend
no.
Consecrated Scroll on this?
No, because you're going all over the ship and doing this multiple times. You're rolling once to see if something goes horribly wrong.
Do I push?
Look at all that 60 willpower coming, to great use. And then he calls himself a great psyker.
See, if Demi
I
had
never
magic,
said I'm a
he
great
wouldn't be a wimp about using it. Even if it meant burning a city down. Which, to be fair, was only one time.
Fuck it. No, let's not push.
Here come the fucking doubles.
That's a 4.
Okay, excellent. Take an extra 10. So a total bonus of +5 on the occult.
Okay. I will spend a fate point plus 10.
Uh-huh.
And rolling that.
Turn on your camera. We want to see your face when you fail like this, Jackalor.
No, I don't want to turn on light. I have a headache. Oh my fucking god. 91 into 93.
This is the way.
I mean, it's not the end of the world, Jack
So you
Lore.
do it a couple of times, and then you realize when you go back past one of the sigils you had recently drawn that it has twisted into a cat smile. So you realize that you especially spend the second half of the day scrubbing out the ones you already made to make sure things don't get worse. Hence the failure. You must have made a mistake somewhere.
Fucking 93 from 91.
You may gather and confer.
Out of character, just know, if it takes the runes and twists it into a cat, then all you have to do is draw the rune originally as a cat. So he can't twist it into a cat.
Outside, the cat's like, yes, 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 yes. Do that. Let me just copy the quote from the Twitch chat as to what is going on here.
Yeah, that is how it works. This is so scuffed. Wait, guys, I know a simple spell, but it's quite unbreakable. Hey,
Uh-huh.
Chris, me and the rest of the squad has talked about this in campaign. It's a solid 5.5. We want to do something more funner.
Sure, let's end this campaign and switch to V5. Okay, so you don't need to roleplay out your meeting because presumably you haven't really discovered anything new, and you can, if you wish, agree to make a more coordinated effort tomorrow to turn this into a single team roll, essentially.
Sure.
I'm down with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you wish to try and keep contesting the cat's hold?
Yes.
So what? I'm continuing prayers.
Don't
so-
see why we wouldn't.
Okay, since all of you are working together and presumably you have the navigator who can also help, now that he's, up. Your spare navigator, that is. Demi, make this roll with plus 30.
Oh shit. So command willpower with plus 30.
Yes,
This is the time I roll a 90 fucking 5.
I believe.
73, motherfucker. Do I spend my last fate point for an additional degree of success, guys?
No, it's not worth it.
I mean, is this our breakout point?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. But based on what you were seeing, the rents in the sides of the bubble were growing wider again. Do you wish to keep going with this plan?
Yes.
Okay, what is our yes, roll doing this. Okay.
Yep.
Can I go loud with this and try to bring the crew on board with their militaristic fervor?
I mean, they're already praying to the Emperor, so...
Yes, but it would make their fervor even greater.
Do you wish to inform... Okay, are you actually informing the crew what is happening and giving them details? Because so far they just know that something fucky is going on and prayer is supposed to help.
What do you say, guys? Do you want to go loud with it?
That feels like wow, I was really about to mention Black Lives Matter. No, don't. Looting and raiding is gonna happen on the ship.
They're not a Lancaster ship, and there isn't any cows on board.
What we don't need is panic. That's personally my opinion.
Okay, then if you would, Demi, do the honors.
Still plus 30, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna have to reroll this as a crit fail.
Thankfully you didn't use that. Nice.
Thank the Lord Jesus.
Okay. So, the cat is starting to look a little less carefree. There are places where big chunks of the bubble look like they're coming away, and you just see the cat on occasion just, sort of like holding up a wall, just holding it in place with raw strength. Trying to, hold it together. Not quite there yet, though.
Yeah, what is this gonna be, like day 5? Day 6? Day 6?
This was day 5, you're going into day 6.
It's working, guys. Let's do this. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Okay. He's gonna crit fucking succeed, I swear.
He's gonna spend a fate point for plus 10.
Fuck you.
Oh my fucking god!
And he's gonna reroll.
Hurry!
Yes!
Okay. Is that enough for what he wants? He would be losing by 3 degrees, so he's gonna spend his last fate point for an extra degree. And you are ahead by 9 successes so far. The cat is just, at this point he has spread out, is almost halfway wrapped around the bubble, just desperately trying to hold it together. But those of you watching with Omniscience, including the navigator, report that the cat is just grinning. Just straight up grinning at the ship at this point. Doesn't look worried anymore.
Fuck!
Okay. Time to give it the biggest blue balls ever. We just stop praying, guys.
No, we have to go through with this.
Here goes the hopefully last roll.
Okay. You start watching the cat. You start the prayers for the day. The cat just sits there drifting behind the ship, not touching the bubble anymore as it comes apart. And as it collapses, the ship is thrown into the shallows of the warp. You can try and stay in the warp, or you can translate here with no danger. The navigator
Fuck,
reports,
gotta swear it wants us.
The navigator reports that you are near a planetary system.
Oh no.
It brought us to fucking Arminius.
Sure, let's fucking go.
Okay,
Yeet.
you translate. Pretty much immediately, sensors start picking up a significant number of ships in the space near you. Most of them running Mechanicus transponders. The status reports start coming in, informing you that these are ships escaping the destruction of the Lathe worlds. And the timestamps on the messages are roughly 1 year and some change in the past. You are at Malphi, where a large number of the ships that are escaping the Lathe worlds are exiting the warp at roughly this time.
We did fall into its trap. Now that we're in the past, we can fucking trap Arminius.
Holy shit.
Wait,
Hey,
we're in the past?
Hey, wait a second.
Yes, we're in the past.
An unforeseen consequence is, if we're able to, though I'm not sure how we convince the Inquisition that this is okay.
Yeah, currently you are traveling on the other side of the Calixtus sector on a Navy ship about to meet Eldar, roughly, I think.
Oh yeah, wait, a year ago. Yeah,
Or you met them recently. It's around that time.
right, because I forgot that journey took. No, I thought we were like, because you were said the Lathe World ships. I thought we were like, the moment the Black Sun, killed the fucking.
It's
Lathe.
not
Oh,
quite
this
that
is
early.
fucking beautiful.
But the evacuation is still ongoing, and they're still trying to salvage as much as they can from there. No, you
oh
can't.
my God.
You can't exactly report in because the Inquisition's gonna be, wait, who the fuck are those guys? And you're
Demi.
a vessel.
Noob.
Demi,
Mm-hmm.
remember how we warned the Eldar to shoot this ship on sight?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I didn't know we were gonna go back into the past.
Nor did I. Not on this ship either.
Hey, at least the rogue trader
It's
has
a
the.
beautiful spin.
Who's gonna be the one to sarcastically tell the rogue trader, "Hey, your sister's still alive"?
Oh, he's on the ship watching the reports. You see the look on his face, like, just like utter fucking shock.
He can save his sister. He just needs to kill us.
So we have one ship. We're in the past. We're not getting the fucking new one. Our old ship, never again.
Well,
I mean,
in a year's time,
presumably
we can
you know
recover
where
it.
it's gonna go and when. You could just ambush it, board it, and take it over and kill your doppelgangers.
Wait, hold up. That's gonna cause a time paradox.
That sounds like a problem for the cat, honestly.
We don't even need to do that.
We
We
need
just
to
need to
stop
wait
believing-
until the stupid fuckers get captured in the time bubble again.
Oh my fucking god. We need to somehow get access to the Inquisitorial archives to get at the fucking star map.
any major navigator house could probably hook you up. They are gonna have chapters on Malphite. It's a major hive coordinating a lot of the exploration in the Coron's expanse.
Wait, the map for the where Arminius is?
Well, enough information to try and narrow it down.
Okay, let's do that then. Now.
The cat sighs in contentment back in the war. I do love it when a plan
know
comes
what?
together.
We have a beautiful friend here who hasn't yet technically met us.
Who are you speaking of?
Our own. Just Cornelius. You know, the person who's highborn, has fucking blood ties to entire clans.
Yes,
Would love to
he
touch
could.
those fucking records.
I mean, he has access to them. His house records, anyway. You could
He has
just...
access to the ones that were already translated, yes.
You have a summary of those. You don't have access to the original computer, to be fair. But yes, you have
That's
those.
what we were going to go get.
Also, we can't land, I think, on Malphite to repair the ship or do whatever the fuck or get supplies.
I mean, technically, he is on the Inquisition's wanted list, yes.
Yes. Not on a rogue trader's wanted list yet, but, you know.
Okay, time to interrogate.
Huh?
Where the fuck was the Harlocks around this time?
Roughly a year back, in uncolonized systems in the Coron's expanse, digging up beacons. Wow.
So we go to the Harlocks and convince them to help us.
We literally, genuinely could do that.
We go into the solar beam and just be like, ooh, it's me, Erasmus. Coming from the future.
Like, he's just gonna say that he doesn't think he can fool his sister like that.
Nobody can. Not with such a terrible plan.
But, you know, he's, he thinks he knows contacts that should be trustworthy. Could just, you know, dock in high orbiter on Malphite, take on some supplies while you go down. Should be fine.
No, he is gonna just dump us here if we leave.
It's your choice.
He could, but let's not go down to Malphite. Anyway, this fucking planet sucks ass.
Would they dare kill an Inquisitor?
So, I don't know what to do.
What if we take him with us when we go down there?
We're not going down there. How are our supplies anyway?
We have all the power and yet no power at all right now.
Funny how that works out, huh?
So your Inquisitorial badge doesn't come in yet? You
Effectively, you have your full Inquisitorial authority as long as nobody bothers to call Scintilla and confirm.
Exactly.
Also, effectively, Jack Lore, your influence score right now is what you had a year ago.
So it's actually higher?
Lower.
No, higher.
Before we went back, we came back, got like 25 influence and became Inquisitors.
Fair.
So, you know.
And technically, you have stuff like currency and things on you, so I won't penalize you on influence, but Gerard is gonna tell you that, well, there are places where you could look for a list of beacons that were active at the time. He and his sister had to go off of, secondary sources, trade logs, etc., to try and figure out where they might be located. But if you were to go to that station, that computer system should have the latest possible records, along with frequencies for them.
Sure.
The station.
The
That's
warp
it.
crypt. The one interdicted by the Navy.
And that's soon gonna be a fucking flashpoint, I see.
Oh, you still have about 9 months before it becomes a flashpoint.
We blow up the station.
Gerard's gonna tell you that that's a bad fucking idea. The rift is unstable. Their ships got torn up something fierce when they translated through there previously.
I was just thinking, what if we blew up the station and stopped it from being a flashpoint?
Guys,
I
think it's finally time to use the fucking piece of paper.
You have a writ
No.
from Lord Caden himself. You could board the station legally using that.
I think. Why do I have a feeling Adolphus was mentioning a paper left by the cat?
No.
No, I was mentioning the writ.
Yeah, we could just board the station. This is true. Now might be the time.
Gerard does say that torpedoes have a long range. If the Navy patrols aren't too heavy, you could find a gap or, fire from long range and escape before they could retaliate effectively. Single salvo of melt torpedoes would take the place out. You just would have a shit time trying to escape the warp shitstorm that would result. And you would be killing a Navy patrol, so 150, 200,000 loyal soldiers.
Let's just go there and board the station legally with Lord Caden's writ.
Sure.
Okay. Then, someone needs to make a roll for Cornelius, the navigator.
Fuck you.
And
No.
Gerard will
You want me
inform
to
you
do it?
that, he still has plenty of supplies left. In about 3 or 4 months, it would be good if you would have a chance to resupply by then.
Do they have any places in the Corona's Expanse we could resupply at?
The Maris and Winterscale realm in particular, but you're on the Calixus side right now.
Yeah.
Other than that, the family has some contacts on Malphite. They should still be safe. Other
For
than that,
now.
any minor world that needs cash. Okay. So, make a Senescience roll for Cornelius and a Navigate roll.
Who's doing it? Should I do it?
I can do it.
Wait, what? You're doing it?
Yeah, I can do it. Cornelius, where's Cornelius? There he is. Okay. Navigate warp or Senescience first?
Senescience first.
Yes. Flat?
Take a +10. The warp is strangely calm, almost as if it wants you to see. And for the travel there, take a +15.
Total?
Yeah. Okay. You head over there and emerge from the warp with no trouble. Smooth as...
Wait, not even a single event?
Mm-hmm. Cornelius says that it is strangely calm. Never had a smoother ride.
Oh no.
You exit the warp. There are the usual automated systems placed at the Mandeville point informing you that this is a system that is interdicted by the order of the Inquisition and that any ships here without proper authorization can and will be fired upon without warning. Gerard asks if you want to go on silent running and creep in.
We sure than Lord Cornelius Brit, obviously. Not Lord Cornelius, Lord Cadence Brit.
I mean, they would know about the fucking translation, wouldn't they?
Not necessarily.
This place is awfully close to the Screaming Vortex and it was inside a warp rift very recently. It might have gone unnoticed, maybe. This is a single small ship.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, a gamble.
Yeah, I think we go the legal way. I don't think we want to sneak in, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he will
So-
inform you that getting a teleportarium lock on the station is a bitch anyway. Okay, so approach. Baldur's
So
Brow,
I think we
Strensson-
should use your codes, Jackalor.
He's an interrogator.
Yeah, not an
Yes,
them are
but
interrogators.
the problem is if we use either of our inquisitorial codes,
Sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're inquisitors, so and we're not really there. His interrogator codes do still exist, actually.
All right.
Go for it. I nominate Jack Lore as well.
So you transmit your codes. They ask what the fuck is going on and why weren't they informed, and warn you that they must report your arrival to the Inquisition to confirm your mission. Because what the fuck, they weren't informed. I presume you tell them that you have a writ and forbid them to transmit.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to be escorted in to within shuttle range of the light cruiser heading the patrol here, and they're gonna send a shuttle over with officers to examine your paperwork, along with an inquisitorial interrogator.
I'm gonna hide all the shit I'm not really supposed to have. Just to make that very clear.
So you go there with a dinky last pistol you found somewhere.
Yes.
I don't think
actually.
you have legal guns
I
anymore.
don't. I really don't.
Okay, so each of you roll a 1d100. If it's above 65, you've seen this interrogator before.
63 have not seen it.
52 have not seen him.
Okay, yeah. Dolphus, you know them. You were a guest lecturer in their class shortly after you became an interrogator.
oh, how nice.
Is this the redhead bitch?
No.
Okay.
No, she's still fucking around on that planet.
Okay. Just see some of the tension go out when they see you. And, handshakes all around. Welcome, interrogators. How can I help you? The Grey Knights have, the Grey Knights have just left. The station is supposedly cleansed and secured. What's your job here? How much can you tell me? What do you need?
We need to look into the records of the actual station.
No, sorry, no can do. It's sealed by order of the Conclave.
The rate. By order of the conclave, we're allowed to look.
Looks at it.
Chill out,
Eyebrows go
guys.
up.
We understand that you will show discretion in this matter.
Pulls out an Auspex, puts in a monocle, beat, starts scanning it. Oh. Well, the isotope signature implanted in the parchment seems to be the correct one, so this does appear to be genuine. Very well. I will instruct the Navy to provide you full access.
Thank you.
Good luck, gentlemen, on whatever you're doing. The Emperor go with you.
Emperor, go with you as well.
I almost, with the amount of Fallout I'm playing, I was almost about to say Ave, true to Kaiser.
I'll set my hand on
Oh,
his
Lord.
shoulder and say, I'm glad you graduated.
Debbie says, fucking, oh my. Mortez says, Ave to Kaiser, I just fucking pull out my last pistol. I fucking knew it!
Game is ready to start.
He just looks at the rogue trader, who's also there, like in the hangar bay, sort of hanging back, not really showing his face fully. I will pretend I do not see him here. I assume that is some elaborate cover as well. Good luck.
This one, I think this was the smoothest bureaucratical transaction we've had.
Yeah, holy shit.
I mean, he's
Ever.
gonna double and triple check, but he has like this place directly relates to your investigation, so they would have like been informed with all the current verification that would be implanted in your writ. So they don't need to double check anything. They are, prepared with all the shit they need to make sure it's real.
Did we just diplomacy?
I know, right? Fucking crazy. We didn't have to shoot our way out of something.
Can we get a fate point for that?
And I think this is like the one time using the writ would not actually impact our subtlety too much.
Genuinely, yeah. Because this is exactly how we're supposed to use it.
It does make the Inquisition go, wait,
Weren't you?
over there?
Weren't you
And-
all there?
What?
And on a different ship?
Speedy Gonzalez.
Nah, we just do that capture Arminius any percent. Let's go.
The fastest Inquisitor in the West.
Translate
We
back
discovered-
5 years, join Arminius' retinue, shoot him in the head in the first meeting, speedrun, bitches!
Found a new glitch in the deep warp.
Glitchless run any percent.
Okay. Well, you are given access to the station. The warp rift, which you had not before seen personally, of course, still half open, menacing as your ship approaches. Gerard asks you if you want him to come along with some of his people, and informs you that Arminius, as far as he is aware, has locked the system to his personal authorization, so you might need to put in some elbow grease to actually access the records.
That'd be helpful.
We should take
but,
him along.
Let's give it first a go through with our own selves before we do so.
No, let's take him along because there's a risk that his crew and him might skedaddle if we happen to not be with him.
Either or.
Well, it's highly unlikely. It's still a possibility, so
sure.
not willing to risk it.
Yeah, fuck it. But let's just take
Gentlemen,
him.
if I was gonna betray you, I would have Put melta bombs under the floor of the room you always use for your meetings.
I understand that.
Mortis is like, excuse me, the fuck?
No. I know he could have had any chance to kill us. We were literally on his ship, 4v 10,000. It's just like, well, at least he's honest.
Those of you who have Cynicians, roll with plus 30, please.
So literally everyone except me.
But there you go.
Fucking noob.
Hey.
The worst part is I'd have the absolute highest Cynicians because I have 60 perception.
You can pick up witch talent as a talent.
You can... I'll let
Which
you roll
finder?
perception
Yeah.
flat. In this case.
8, 6
10,
successes. Less
10 and
now.
9, 8. Jackler, you have to roll 7. Otherwise, you suck.
Mm-hmm.
Demi, you mean Witchfinder?
Right? I am. Yeah, that's why I was saying.
I don't think there's a chaos god that's associated with 10.
Well, we're fine. We're gonna find out.
Zinch, Korn, Nurgle, Slanesh. And Zinch
Yeah,
is
they
9.
count down from 9, right?
Yeah.
Jackler, you suck.
Okay, so Jackler's the only one who doesn't hear this. Faintly, as if from a great distance. Good luck, my friends. I've helped you as much as I can. The rest is up to you.
I despise this.
Everyone gets a sour face except for the quote-unquote psyker.
Yeah, actually, only the psyker doesn't realize.
Yeah, you just look at each other like, did you know?
And also, out of character, Jackler being like, Urbanus isn't a strong psyker. He's as on equal par as me. Doesn't feel this.
Okay.
Oh, he muted himself.
I've been muted for the entire time because I was away. I just came back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Demi,
Hmm?
I don't really think I could get Witchfinder because I need 3,600 experience to get everything, including it. Yes, because you need, my dude, you need fucking rank 2 in Forbidden Lore Psychers, 45 willpower, and something else. Wait.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't speak bitch.
Yeah. And then knowledge and fucking perception, which I have only perception of. So I just don't have the abilities to get them.
You are able to board the station with no trouble. The shuttles on the Silverbeard happily bring your troops over, unless you wish to use the boarding torpedoes. But, you know, Yarnolf, presumably your stormtroopers if you want to bring them. Gerard, some of his people and experts, you know, you can get a good 60 people on board the station in like 2 trips.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
We had even stormtroopers. We have in actuality, right?
You have what, like 30 some left?
Yeah, but we had the stormtroopers from the other ship still alive.
I'm presuming you transferred them over because you might need them.
Yeah, we would have taken them with us along
No,
with...
That's what I'm saying. The stormtroopers are still alive as well on the fucking Silver Triumph.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, I see what you're saying. The
entire
ones that
crew
got
of-
killed.
The... It do be like that sometimes.
Amen, brothers.
Gerard, yeah, like Twitch chat is right. Gerard's like, where the fuck am I? When the fuck am I? I best stick these guys or I'm never getting home.
Dark Heresy, far from home.
The station is quiet. including psychically quiet, there isn't as much an oppressive sense of wrongness as you might expect. And,
Someone's knocking on his door.
oh no, he just needs a drink. He's a thirsty pussy.
Thirsty boy. Wow.
Are there
Are you
any
a
signs
thirsty boy,
left
Devin?
of
I heard
all
pussy.
the crap that we heard about on this
Are you
station?
There are several seals affixed by chapter of Space Marines Redacted that has cleansed this area of corruption and enemies of the Emperor. They've sort of marked the areas where they've killed horrible things or run into trouble.
So everywhere.
So you know, because I was totally not playing Minecraft in the background like a certain jackal or sometimes. What the fuck are we doing here, anyways?
Navigation
for-
records.
Yeah.
Okay, you're able to proceed to the central bridge area with no problems. The doors there do have a Mechanicus override clumsily installed into the more ancient systems, requiring a rosette to unlock it. But you would have been provided with the you would have codes that can unlock this. So you just inserted things. It notes that you have been logged, facial recognition scans have been taken, as well as fingerprints and DNA analysis from the, breath exhaust from your helmets. And you enter the bridge, such as it was. 2 more of the consoles have been blown up since our Mimesis team were here by large caliber bolter shells, for some reason. Other than that, is largely unchanged.
I see.
Off to one side, according to the reports you have, is a machine that dispenses advanced medicines on request. Off to the other side is a restroom that makes the quote-unquote best recaf the world has ever seen.
God damn it.
And in the middle, of course, is the big chair where you plug in if you're a tech priest.
I don't think any of us have the Neuralink.
No, but Gerard came with like 10 of his tech dudes. They're carrying suitcases of tools and technical specifications.
Okay.
Right. So let's get digging.
Okay, Gerard just starts telling, dividing them up. Like, you find the main data feed, you start disconnecting the main cogitator. We want to access this via the backups. It seems they have a operating protocol for fucking these systems over. And
Absolutely not.
pretty soon there's like, those 10 tech adepts have covered every available surface with tools and data slates and are busily digging into the cabling running under the decking here.
I would like to use Forbidden Lore space Russians to try and assist them.
So, we will do it this way. We'll boil this down to a single roll, which will be assisted by those people who can. Gerard does have a dot of Archaeotech, and he has a team that helps with these issues. I don't think he just has the 1 dot of Archaeotech. So, he can provide a +10. Presumably you're going to be the one ultimately rolling once we get to specifics, because this place, like, he has a way to fuck these systems over, but it's usually he's worked with less advanced models and ones that have less of the backups and backdoors he's trying to exploit corrupted and unusable. So you're still going to have to come up with something specific. So who can aid Adolphus other than Gerard?
As for Space Slavs, I can.
Okay.
I have Adeptus Arbites Underworld Inquisition and Demonology lores.
Those won't really help.
Exactly.
Infused
Do you
knowledge?
think demonology would not apply because the way that the station is actually configured to
That's
resist
a purely tech
demons?
thing. That's like an extremely advanced Geller system.
Ah, okay.
It's less that they are doing sorcery to control the demons and more that they're manipulating reality to push warp energies away from certain areas or direct them. Juggler, do you have anything to aid?
Infused knowledge.
Infused knowledge does not have Archaeotech or Space Russians, I believe.
That's about it, all I have.
Okay, so you two are on guard duty.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Okay,
So,
make a Space Russians roll with plus 20. This will determine how much you're able to get and how quickly.
I'm going to reroll that.
Okay, I believe crit fail.
Why'd you say it?
Because you know that we were all thinking it.
99.
88. No.
88.
Horn, please.
Okay. Yeah,
I've
this-
eaten those cornflakes.
you spend a long period of time trying to get the system to give you the data. And unfortunately, it's, for now at least, giving you an excuse that the station is on emergency footing. Civilian requests are only approved via the authorization of the station commander or simultaneous authorization by his 2 lieutenants. Because if you'll recall, Arminius tied secondary access to 2 tech priests he had at the time.
Yep. Jordan, looks like the easy way won't be available. How about we get some of those tech priests and, as the rogue trader mentioned, some elbow grease, and let's get into it manually.
What has to be done has to be done. Let's try it.
I think now we're tech using to our security or whatever the fuck to get inside.
Okay. Sure. This is gonna be a minus 20 test. Because the station will presumably try to fuck you in the process.
I can provide you a. By the way, I have no fate points, so this is why I'm really resorting to you.
I'm out of fate points too now, so
I think you're better in tech use, right? How many ticks do you have?
I have 4 ticks.
I have 2. Go for it.
Gerard
I
has
also
2
think-
as well, so take a plus 10 from that. So total of plus 20, which cancels out the negative.
So it's a flat roll.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Oh,
Fucking
another
cornflakes.
Okay. So, this is the way we're gonna do this. This is a attack you take, which has a pen of 6. It's essentially a maximized plasma turret that you run into that activates on you. As you're trying to get to the technical bits and the station decides, nope.
So, pen of 6?
Yeah, that would be for Adolphus since he's presumably leading.
Okay, No, I do take damage from that. So I have 1. and
No,
3.
It's a single person, Demi.
Yeah,
Just
Oh.
me.
whoever is in the lead. So,
I have 7 from armor. So 1 goes No.
One is negated by armor, and the rest go to toughness. So
Mm-hmm.
it's 7 minus your toughness.
So 5.
Yeah, you have a nasty burn, but could have been much worse. It kind of glancing hit, barely brushed you.
Shall we try it again?
We have to.
Gerard just sort of... Oh, there has to be an easier way to do this.
From our records, we would know of the supposed STC, right?
But that's presumably corrupted. The station at least reported it as heavily fucked. And that area has sort of been, when you go in that direction, sealed by chapter redacted, warning, corruption ahead, recommend purging with fire.
Okay. So what happens this time for the 1 additional degree of failure?
Well, first of all, you will need to reroll that because you would be taking additional minus 10 on this because you're attempting it again. And Gerard keeps muttering about how disconnecting the BIOS and shorting it out should have worked. Who could have known they installed a surge protector in that fucking component later on?
We tried the easy way.
Okay.
So this would
Here
be at a
we
minus 10.
go. Fuck.
Howdy, absolute fuck.
Okay, Demi, roll luck die. Highest wins a prize along with Adolphus. So, Gerard and Adolphus.
Yeah, I forgot that the damage is actually 2d10. I'm like, 8 damage, but I rolled 2 ones.
So he too had power armor. So he soaks 4 of that, which means he's 2 into criticals now.
God damn it.
This is scuffed.
The station is meant to be filled with automated defenses. I'm sorry, Demi.
So...
So, 18 goes to you.
18 minus 3 is 15, right?
Yes. You only have 2 toughness? Because it's still pen 6. 1 armor should apply.
I have 23 toughness.
You cursed piece of shit. Congratulations. Are you into criticals as well?
No, I'm 2 above criticals.
This is...
Scuffed.
It really is scuffed. So, energy criticals body.
Can I even make a 3rd attempt?
You can, but Gerard ain't helping anymore. He suggests that maybe you should try another way, and funnily enough, he isn't a complete idiot and he's had a lot of practice at this. He suggests, like, we can't get access to the system from, like, the normal crew overview. But what if we try to add the navigator as, like, the navigation officer for this station? He's a navigator, the system might recognize him.
Add a character. Hey, maybe if we put on one of those chairs, Jackler's character, something fun will happen.
The chair downstairs has been marked as Heresy against the God Emperor. Do not sit in. Dangerous. Chapter redacted.
Chapter redacted.
What do I know of whether or not that would actually work? Like, do the Space Russians still use them, or...
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
they have another-
they do. Like the chair downstairs like, if it's used for the purpose of seeing the warp and configuring things, Gerard thinks that a navigator is way better suited for using that. At least based on what they've discovered previously. Normal Psyker is going to have a way tougher time. Depends on how fucky the navigator's lineage is, though. Some just are likely to burn up heat things, but, you know, it's a risk.
What do you say, Demi? You want to risk this?
You want to just sit the navigator in the chair?
No, thank you. Especially with the chapter redacted.
No, I mean bringing them in to see if they're recognized.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to sit on that chair, aren't they?
I doubt it.
Not necessarily. There
The
is like
station could do medical analysis without the chair.
Sure, then.
The chair is for major psychic reconfiguration and, you know, when you need to use the full power of the station for something specific.
Yeah, okay. Let's get the navigator then in.
Okay, make another space laws roll with plus 20, I think it was. Actually, we'll make it a plus 10 because, again, you're retrying a thing you tried previously.
Let me this time, simply because don't get shot up.
Okay, go ahead, Demi.
Presumably, working from the command center, you're not going to get shot, you're just going to get locked out of certain functions if you fuck it up.
It's fair, but, you know, fuck it anyways, just in case. Yeah, so just the plus 10, right?
No, just have Dolly roll it.
Why though?
Isn't he better?
I have 50 int. What do you have?
57.
Oh.
Yeah, you're better.
Please stop comparing your numbers, you cursed pieces of shit.
I know, I didn't want to, I just wanted to do this. So, modifier, total modifier plus 10, right?
Yes.
Okay, that
Okay.
rolled actually normally. That fucked me up, actually.
Okay. So, the system thinks about this for a second, and then it spits out that transfer order approved from station you've never heard about. Notice has been submitted to the office of the station commander for overview. And, you know, effectively provisional access granted.
Yeehaw.
Approved from where?
Automated systems.
Uh-huh.
Somehow the tech boys found on one of their data slates one of the ones that you had, you know, marked for withdrawal from his collection, that presumably you brought along for this just in case you needed them, a form for a transfer along with, you know, appropriate codes to one of the lesser stations.
Beautiful.
While we're doing this, though, and I know you guys are somewhat staying on guard, but we're getting shot up anyways. May I ask of the two interrogators of a favor, please?
They're practically vibrating on recap. It's been like 20 hours of hard work at this point.
So, I know that the Grey Knights were here, but we also have information that Arminius and bullshit Demon Host was here, essentially. Since we don't really need full-on guard duty, y'all want to just go and explore?
Gerard just coughs like...
Damn, that recap really be hitting different, huh?
Do either of you two have High Gothic?
They're AFK, Adolphus.
No, I'm just blinking here in complete amazement at this foolishness.
I'm sure there's no Nurglings left on the station.
Do you have High Gothic?
Let me check, I don't think so. I might actually. I do have High Gothic.
Go interrogate the recaf machine. Demi thinks I'm joking. I'm not.
It's entirely cursed.
Okay,
But
what
it
do you
makes
want
perfect
to say
sense.
to the recap machine?
You're talking to the fucking recap machine.
Yes, the recap machine that understands Hagaphic.
Again, I'm not doing that.
You know, I'm gonna whisper to Jordan. I believe this is the time we can actually say we order you two.
You're not an Inquisitor yet, bitch!
This is technically correct.
You know, we've also been 20 hours trying to fucking rewire bullshit. We want some comedy in our life. So go interrogate the machine, Jack Galore. Michael, I'd like you to understand that considering the machine has the ability to converse, maybe it actually has some form of knowledge if probed properly.
The navigator, meanwhile, just looking at the console, just doing the flip hologram page, flick, just eyes wide, absorbing it. Couple minutes later, he pulls out a date slate, starts taking notes, rapidly writing things down. Flip page.
My heresy senses are tingling.
He's not even
Oh, don't
fucking
worry. He's
hiding
just
it.
copying all their records, as
Yeah.
far as star maps and whatnot.
Of course, he fucking will.
He's not
Make a
even
weird-
reacting to this conversation. He's too fucking laser focused on what he has now. He's dreaming of his new palace on Holy Terra.
God bless.
It's like there's little throne signs in his eyes. Okay, so Jacklor, are you talking to the recap machine?
Fuck it, I'll talk to the recap machine since you fucking ordered me.
That's the only option you had, actually.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
No, actually, I'm gonna put a complaint.
Oh no, a complaint! A complaint that you can't actually put in because there's no one to take it.
While you're there,
Citation needed.
while you're there, give me a double espresso.
Okay, you go to the recap machine. The machine, detecting a figure approaching, lights up the screen. It waits eagerly for your command.
Give me a double espresso.
Please specify strength. Double espresso may refer to Terran espresso, and it starts listing in like ascending degree of strength the different varieties. And towards the end, it starts listing the minimum safe body mass to ingest that beverage before you're risking a lethal heart failure. And it warns that for some of these varieties, you should consult a medical professional as to the safety of taking these drugs.
I'm gonna take one at random.
Roll a 1d100 before feeding it to Demi. Higher is stronger.
God bless.
Okay. So, he brings you a little espresso. It's in like an aluminum vial that sort of, like, it's round, right? Like a cylinder on the outside. Inside it tapers down. And it's steaming with cold, like dry ice has been put into it.
No, this reminds me of a bad meme from a Jackler one-shot, a steaming hot cup of coffee.
I remember that one. It was great.
Continue.
Other than that, it's a unremarkable metal container. It's maybe half the size of a normal Coke can, so it's relatively small. It's like a shot.
Jordan, what will you be having?
I will fucking stab you.
You see, Miko, I can see the rage in your eyes, but this is to become more friendlier with the coffee machine by ordering coffee from it.
See if it has anything that might actually titillate the tastes of our navigator.
Gerard, meanwhile, has gone over to the kitchen and just in very broken high Gothic. It's clear he doesn't know the language. You hear him order something.
I like how we're actually just taking a break at this point.
Everyone but you's been shot.
Understand.
He comes out with a big mug, like a double-sized one, which smells faintly of chocolate. Sort of leans up in one of the chairs, puts his feet up on one of the broken consoles, and just like winces when he brushes his burnt shoulder. Which at this point has been treated and doctored by the tech priest, and just pulls off the helmet and just starts slowly sipping it, letting it soak in.
But yeah,
I'm back.
I'll see if it has like carrot cake. I don't know. Find out what the thing has. God damn it! Not just coffee.
Sure. I'll ask if it has carrot cake. I don't know why your coffee machine would have carrot cake, but apparently it probably has.
Okay. It's gonna inform you that, unfortunately, 3/4 of the varieties of carrots it had on board have been corrupted and are not safe to consume. However, it can attempt to use more common varieties that are still available for some of the more exotic recipes. It will require preparation time, since, it's not just mixing a drink.
I'll order a. Oh my fucking god. I'll order a latte while waiting for the thing to make a carrot cake.
He's given up.
It's gonna inform you that it has analyzed your speech patterns and your group dynamics and will recommend a yak milk latte for you.
Sure.
Oh,
Can we get that corrupted coffee again?
I got a double espresso. Don't worry about it, boo.
Do you drink it, Demi?
Hell yeah, you do.
I mean, the last I remember, you told me that these two were vibing on the recap, so I sure. So yeah.
We really were vibing on them.
Okay, you drink it. It's kind of minty. Kind of a minty aftertaste. Not bitter at all, like you might expect a recap to do. And then you feel it. It's like your brain is lifting off. You're awake again. You're more than awake. You've never been this clear-headed in your life.
You can smell the rainbow now. Congratulations.
Also, your power armor informs you that your heart rate is dangerously elevated at 150 beats per minute.
Yeehaw, cowboy!
Just like...
Godspeed. Let's try not to die.
Roll not to die. You roll a 100. Well, I guess you did now.
The latte is interesting. It's sort of sour, like pickles are sour, just a bit, to give it that bit of a zest to make it interesting.
I have no idea. With coffee, I don't even drink coffee.
You got pickled coffee.
With fermented yak milk, honestly.
some babushka will say that it's healthy for you.
I mean, it is healthy for you. It's about average strength for Imperial Recaf. It's not. It doesn't have a warning sign next to it, so it's presumably mostly safe. But you know, these are descendants of Russians, so if they put a warning sign next to something, you know that it's fun.
Very, very dangerous. So, I guess I'll try going up to the coffee machine. I vaguely recall that Arminius fried a man's brain teaching it High Gothic.
No, I don't think they did. I think it knew High Gothic, didn't it?
No, not High Gothic, Low Gothic.
Ah,
Sounds about right.
yeah, that might have been a thing actually.
It was a thing.
Okay, what do you wish to order?
I'll ask what it recommends for whatever the term was for the position of the navigator.
It spends a long time thinking, and it offers you. It's kind of like an orange juice, but it's very pulpy. That's impregnated with caffeine, so the caffeine, presumably, it will break down into his system slowly and give him a long-term boost of energy instead. Since apparently he's currently deeply focused on his work, and it's an endurance drink.
Interesting. I'll take this to the navigator while he's still scribbling.
He just puts the date slate under his chin, takes the mug without looking away, and just takes a sip.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Fuck off, I'm working. Takes another sip, chews
Okay.
slightly, swallows.
Considering my heart rate is 150, and I suppose adrenaline hits me, I'm gonna go and I don't know if I could speed read or something. Just go through the data and use that burst of energy before I pass out inevitably.
Okay, what date specifically would you like to try and access?
Well, what did we get through the with the navigator exactly? What does the navigator have the act like? What did
He
we?
has access to civilian grade navigation information currently.
Okay.
Like the secret stuff, the system informs you that pending confirmation from station commander of the transfer, but he has access to like the normal stuff. It's enough to override the emergency state in that regard.
And you have no idea how much I want to just go be like, you know what? Those two couldn't have done it. I'm gonna go eat a plasma bolt now while trying to fucking get into the system.
I'd like to try to interrogate the coffee machine on what's available.
Okay. It's gonna inform you that there have been no resupplies in roughly 11,000 years. However, consumption has been pretty much nil during most of that time, so supplies are at roughly 22% if you're discounting all the stuff that's corrupted and not cleansable. This station, by the way, housed something like, couple thousand people. Roughly comparable to a destroyer's crew, which is very small for a station of this size. So, 22%, you could live for 100 years at least without running out of stuff. essentially, with as many people as you have on board.
Okay. I guess I'll go over to the medical machine and start interrogating it on what it has.
It's going to inform you that the system is critically low on psychic corruption medicines that would allow, it to counter the dangers inherent in running a machine of this kind, and that the situation is critical considering these medicines are considered a, like a category 1 supply for this type of installation.
Okay.
Otherwise, for more ordinary medicines, the thought forms which were running rampant through the station destroyed many of the more advanced antibiotic stores. However, primitive first aid medicines are still in plentiful supply.
Okay. While the navigator's fucking around, analyzing data, I think we should start transferring supplies over to the ship.
Sure.
Sure, you are going to have to break into the sealed compartments, which are accessed by automatic machines, or when resupply is happening by order of the station commander.
Which is what I was going to ask: is how do we become station commander?
Passing the fucking check, bitch.
You look into the system and request information. The station commander has been off station for something year and a change. The station will be considered abandoned and subject to normal retrieval protocols in just short of 2 years.
Hold up.
Arminius set a timer to 3 years when he took control, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Bastard.
Alternatively, an override from the higher-ranking officers on the homeworld would be appropriate. However, additional verification protocols will be necessary since no clear contact has been possible with the homeworld for 2,500 years.
Doesn't it have that subspace link?
It reports that there is heavy interference currently.
Okay, so I know we got some stuff by the while we got in here. Could we, just basically be like, hey, so your command is dead. Replacement here.
Yeah, let's actually try that. Fuck
It
it, why
informs
not?
you that the station commander has set the timeout for his return to 3 years. It has not elapsed yet. The station is not considered abandoned and is under the authority of the Lord Inquisitor Arminius.
Wait, this motherfucker actually
Is there
called himself
some
Lord.
is there some way to try and use the subspace communication with the homeworld?
Yes, that would require powering up the beacon. It would require for manual systems restart to be started after the conduits are reconnected, which were disabled by saboteurs.
Koof. Totally not us.
Yeah, it doesn't inform you, like, when the sabotage happened, but presumably that was the Grey Knights who just chopped or disconnected the right conduits to turn the fucking thing off.
I
Fuck.
see.
Actually, I have a question, and this is mostly because we were very part of interrogating that whole bullshit. We wouldn't have access to Arminius's codes, right? Like actual Inquisition codes.
You have Inquisition codes, but it takes Arminius's mental psychic signature.
Yeah, it's literally an image of a thought in his brain.
Shame.
Different kind of code. Like when you start thinking about how to subvert his authority, the system informs you that seditious thoughts will be punished to the full extent of the law.
Okay. Hear me out. We have the codes, and we try and teach Jackal or Mikkel how to act as Arminius.
It wouldn't work.
We have no idea what actual thoughts he used for it.
Yeah, it's not his inquisitorial codes, presumably. If only you had Mordecai. Oh, wait. Well, at least you could try and get your hands on cheese. Oh. Oh, dear.
Yeah, so Energy is dead and body is gone. Inquisition wouldn't have any.
Is it
You could
possible
try
to rip the beacon out of the station?
Not without a salvage rig on the ship to cut into the hull. These are large devices.
Like, in terms of space, how big would it be for a
As
ship
in,
part?
you would need at least a point of ship space. Like, it would be an actual ship component.
Okay. I got an idea. It's actually from a previous idea. Remember when I said in the ship, hey, let's just make everybody think time went faster here. Okay, can we make the station think that it's 2 years ahead than it actually is?
That is fully possible.
We do the Game Boy reset thing with Animal Crossing bullshit. We set the time forward.
Gerard just sort of stops, cup halfway to his lips when you said it, so he turns to you. That's fucking genius. Turns to the tech priest, try to get to the system clock! One of them just, Mechadendrite goes up, plasma torch comes out!
Plans that you haven't used before are just meant to be used later.
So, they go to the main cogitators. There's several system clocks there. Luckily, a lot of them have been corrupted. So, Gerard asks to go back to the ship and pull up system clock chips from there. And effectively, what they're gonna do is they're gonna put a different date that matches in two of them and just sort of pull two of the three there at the same time, plug new ones in, and hope the system overrides the third because it's the odd one out.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful idea.
Fucking Twitch chat. Okay, so that will be a roll of, I think Archaeotech specifically. Who has that? Space Russians can be used to aid. As can actually tech use.
I think only Mr. NPC.
What?
Archaeotech, does anyone have that?
Oh, I have Archaeotech.
Okay, then you can roll. You can take aid from Gerard and anyone who has either Space Russians, Archaeotech, or tech use.
So I can get another plus 10 from Adolphus.
I'm mating, yeah.
The base
And the
will
other-
be minus 20 because this is microsurgery on an ancient cogitator and trying to hotwire it.
I have no fate points, and I presume the two of you have no tech use, Space Slavs, or Archaeotech, correct?
Nope.
Godspeed.
Boo, does Boo have tech use?
Lamau, no.
Yeah, no, this cybernet does not help. Nope, literacy, logic, and scholastic. Nope. Wait. 57% chance. Let's go. Yay!
Yay!
Okay. So, just delicately, with the mechadendrites, two tech priests talking in binary, just boop, boop. Lights flicker, go out, emergency lights come on, feel the station rumble. Make a willpower roll, everyone, please.
Flat or
Ooh.
Flat, if you have things that would help you resist a hiccup of warp energy,
psychic resistant psychic powers, maybe?
that would apply, yeah. That will add normally.
Hexagrammatic wards.
What do they normally do?
Plus 20 bonus to estimate resist any psychic attack or manipulation directed at him.
Yeah, that applies.
Let me see what the fuck this does. Oh, nope.
Oh!
Okay,
Hey,
How
nice
about
ouch.
pentagrammatic wards?
what do those do?
They
I
dispel,
only vaguely recall.
they dispel demons, but fucking hell. 100?
Essentially anything that helps you resist psychic helps. This isn't specifically demons, this is warp energy as the station just reorients itself and decides that some components are quote-unquote corrupted because the clock is off.
Holy shit.
Okay, Jacklor, it was gonna be 1d5. Roll a 1d10.
I like how I have the smallest chance and I got a crit success.
Sometimes it be like that, huh?
The one with the highest chance got 100.
One of the
you know
tech
what?
acolytes just goes in the, one of the corners of the room. Magos, I don't feel so well. Everyone turns to him.
I gained 0 corruption.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. Good job. But you all felt it's just like this feeling of intense curiosity mixed with a feeling of, yes, they did it. The lights start coming back online. The navigator just looks at you. What the fuck did you do? The console comes back on and informs him that the station is currently derelict and to that his authority is not recognized and his session has been dropped.
So, let's make Mortez the chief of the station.
I'm down. What the fuck? Did you just throw up?
Apparently.
Fucking, I breathed in some of my own spit and I wanted to die for a second. I still do. Oh, fuck.
So maybe Mortis shouldn't be in
Uh.
charge if that's the team's reaction.
It's my lungs reaction.
Sure. I guess I'll become.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you roll for this because you have info from our mini-assist team and you have a whole team of fuckers who have been working with systems like these and the main obstacle is gone now. So you are able to take control with no problem. The station informs you that, it detected a outburst of psychic energy, which apparently lasted for nearly 2 years, and that the station is out of anti-psychic radiation meds, and to seek medical assistance and inform the homeworld immediately. Also, during the reign of the previous station commander, who apparently abandoned his duty, a group of saboteurs made their way on board and disabled the beacon, which is of vital importance.
Yeah, I'll get on that, right? Lickety split.
It also starts bringing up statistics informing you that the newest recalibration of the Geller shields is imperfect and needs significant improvement. Log coincides with when Arminius was last here, as to when it was put in place.
Giggity whack. Right, so with that, let's go through stuff.
Okay. Start searching the system for anything useful. What are you asking for?
Well, I mean, we could always split up this search, or we could focus on one
First
thing.
of all, we should give Cornelius back his access so he can keep being a crazy man copying files.
Only if he says please, because I still remember what he tried to do.
Yeah, he did try to fuck us over.
Takes him a moment that you can see how it's forced out, and then he says, "Please, may I have access to the navigation records?"
And I will never betray the party again.
I will never betray those who I owe my loyalty to again.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's so scary. God bless the session. Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Okay. The station, presumably as you start searching through it, yeah, it gives you a list of beacons that are active or have been active recently. There are a couple, but the most recent one is in the Coron's Expanse, a couple days ago, in a location Gerard mentioned.
Wait, that's the...
That's where he and his sister were at about this time.
Okay.
They effectively
what about
test
the
fired it for a
northern?
second. The northern
Okay.
one, well, there are several stations there. And, well, that's interesting. There was a ground station there with a beacon. Last reports were that Eldari forces were bombarding it. And the crew was shutting down the systems and escaping via teleportarium. About 11,000 years ago.
I knew there was a teleportarium there. I knew it.
It's also informing you that it is picking up a navigational signal from an industrial ship currently in the warp.
Okay.
It informs you that in order to establish two-way communications, the navigational beacon on the station will need to be turned on because the systems are configured to piggyback and like the smaller beacons need to either function as an array or piggyback off of a larger one.
Yeah, we really are going to have to activate multiple beacons later on for this bullshit.
And it has records of the movement of this beacon, right?
Mm-hmm. Roughly, based on its closest estimation, it is roughly following a path between what the navigational records show are several old outposts which were seen as prime places for placing beacons. Roughly tracing like a half circle around the northern part of the Screaming Abyss, like Arminius expected.
Okay. So our first thing should be figuring out where the ship will be in like 11 months. And our next thing should be going and visiting that planet with the beacon.
Yeah, we can actually, from what we heard and blah blah, we can, and our data that we can actually pin locate the where Arminius knows of that his beacon, right?
Funnily enough, the beacon that the Eldari were supposedly bombarding, conveniently located in the records, is one that Arminius found in the navigational component and was at one point considering visiting.
So that beacon isn't destroyed, actually.
It might not.
I mean, that's the one that he activated in a year in the future.
Yeah.
That's what we hope it is. Yeah.
Well, presumably he set it to activate about 8 months from now. Or he left there about 8 months. Effectively, if you go there right away, you can set an ambush for him.
Yes. And by that time, our whole bullshittery would go, and we can throw another. It all falls again. Our doppelgangers are literally helping us.
Well, they're never going to come here and contradict us, so.
Our only issue is if we do go there, and I'd love to go there and show a thing or two to Aminius. If he comes with the rogue trader, we might be in some issues, for they have ships, and we have one.
Gerard tells you that you clearly haven't been on a ship equipped with both a teleportarium, a good commander, and boarding torpedoes.
Yeah.
I'll pat Mortez on the back.
I wanted to burn him and roast him, but I didn't. Better man. In my head, it's like, if you're the better commander, then why did your sister take over? Yeah.
Why don't you roll scrutiny and tell me how long are you gonna stay to examine the records in detail?
I think we can afford ourselves at least a week or two to really go through these things.
Okay, so 2 weeks.
I mean,
Everyone
that-
who
that-
has Archaeotech or Scrutiny can aid him on this. Or you can make your own rolls.
That could be.
I'll use scrutiny to aid him.
I'm gonna roll my own scrutiny because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be higher than his.
Fair
Jackalor?
enough.
I have neither.
God damn it, Jackalor.
That's cursed. Okay, so you're being aided. The navigator is gonna be. You can take another aid on one of you for the navigator digging through things.
So what should I roll?
What should you roll? and
Okay,
what's your
we'll
chance?
do it this way. We have Cornelius, we have Gerard, and we have Adolph's helping. So that's plus 30 that you can divide among yourselves in terms of aid.
Okay, and what are you rolling, Demi?
I don't know. What do I need to roll?
Scrutiny will do, or Space Russians.
What's your highest chance?
My highest chance would still be the Space Russians by 7%.
Okay, and what is that chance?
That chance is 57. So with 3 people, that's 87. And I have no fate points.
That's if you eat all of the aids. You have to split them between yourselves.
I have an 80 chance of succeeding in scrutiny. Space.
These are flat rolls, by the way. This will...
I know, it's still 80%.
Yeah.
So how should we do it? Do you want aid then?
I can do 1, you can do 2. If we have to split them.
Sure.
You, like, it's a logistics thing. Like, the bonuses you can apply however you wish. You just have a total plus 30.
Yeah, so...
You can take the entire 30. Because I have fate points as well.
Sure enough, sure enough.
Okay. This is probably going to be the last roll for the session, and we'll do some info dumping.
Yeehaw, watch me fail this, because it do be like that.
I'm gonna spend a fate point for an additional degree.
Yes.
Okay. So 4
Nice.
degrees, and Demi has 7?
6, 7, yeah. Yeah.
So total of 11. Okay.
Pretty good for only 2 rolls.
Okay, so for the amount of scrutiny you apply to records of this thing, and given that you're spending 2 whole weeks instead of just a day or 2 like Arminius did, there is going to be something spicy I'm going to reveal at the end, but before then, you have 5 questions.
Oh.
I got absolutely nothing. I mean, I did have to use the bathroom and miss some of the info dumping.
So many questions have been asked to this campaign, I don't even know what to ask anymore properly.
True.
You can outsource it to Jackal, or he probably wants a lore dump.
I mean, Sure, Jack, will take the first question.
Okay.
Take all 5.
And given like how deeply you go into this, and the system tries to avoid giving you answers to certain things, but with 2 weeks and that many success, you can ask virtually anything it would have known.
Okay. First question. Okay.
This is your opportunity to ask the big ones.
Yeah.
The coffee machine is actually a Zinch demon that has been enslaved to the purposes of civilization, obviously.
Makes sense.
It did appreciate you burning a crew member as a sacrifice back then.
Can it tell me all the locations of every single world that is that they touched or had settlements on or something in the Coronas or in the sector?
The records on that are going to be partially corrupted, Jackalor, because the station has been fucked. But yeah, you have you're able to pull up a great deal of information on a lot of worlds that they, to various extents, colonized, including with time frames. So you'll have an idea of how their civilization spread and then sort of withdraw towards what is now the Screaming Vortex. And, when the Age of Strife happened and the Eldari got uppity with them and everything went to shit, sort of.
Oh, that gives us a lot of time to get a lot of stuff there where we can search if this doesn't work out.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Does anyone have any other questions?
I genuinely do not.
I suppose one of the questions, this is more for curiosity as well, is does it have any like since we've done this record, anything of Erasmus and his shenanigans yonder back?
Funnily enough, when you look into that and compare the time frames, right about the time that Erasmus was doing his thing, the communications with the homeworld became possible for the first time in a long time, once again. And it apparently detected a surge, let's say, of someone transporting data away.
There's Erasmus.
And other than that, there was a second surge much later, like a couple hundred years ago, where it was, as far as the station things, most likely a failed attempt to transport since the signal was disrupted before translation could be completed. Based on automated analysis, most likely outcome, subject dead and scattered in the warp.
So there goes Erasmus.
The station seems to think so, unless he was so empowered that he could survive that.
Oh no.
Well, at least that's one. Yeah, go on.
This has a Dr. Manhattan feel to it.
Erasmus
you see a
is the
green
kitty
floating disembodied in the kitchen.
What if Erasmus is the cat now? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 questions. All the records, including the stuff they knew about the homeworld.
Does it have any maps of the homeworld? Like all the top secret stuff and shit.
Sure. We are sharing all the spicy stuff. So it's gonna bring up a map of the whole system, including the homeworld itself. The system has been stripped down of material out to, well, anything beyond the Goldilocks zone is gone. There's a single planet orbiting in the Goldilocks zone, and it notes a large amount of satellites orbiting the sun as a Dyson swarm, and another set of satellites orbiting just outside the orbit of the homeworld. you can make an assumption as to what that swarm is doing out there, wherever the homeworld is. The homeworld itself, couple of megacities and large constructs that further tap into the engine that the whole system has been turned into.
So there's a Dyson swarm and then a giant swarm on top of the Dyson swarm outside the orbit of the planet. That's probably propping up the Giller field.
Was anyway at some point.
Storyteller,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the cat girls?
No,
Does
no,
the
he's
group
got the question.
consent to spending question on this?
No.
Oh, beautiful
The
joke.
the original coordinates of several Felnid planets are noted in the cartographical records that you already recovered. They are not part of the space Russians because they are wholesome people at their heart, if a bit rough. But there are maps of the old human federations.
Wait. They have maps of the whole galaxy back in the day?
Corrupted ones, but yes, there's probably a large number of planets that could be searched out using this. Hundreds at
We
least.
could sell that to the Mechanicum to get them off the Inquisition's ass.
Yeah. Actually. How many
'Cause
data slates is it gonna take?
Look, we can't give you this STC. We can give you all these other ones.
That is a true
That
fact.
might get them to fuck off, yes.
Booyah, jackpot!
I'm gonna go on a guess and say that also, funnily enough, me asking about where the cat girls are I got that question, but sure. How many USBs is it gonna take? Because I think one USB isn't gonna handle it.
No, you're gonna need a fuck ton. But effectively, in terms of the galaxy map, that is extremely useful, and it gives you a whole lot of stuff to start quests off of. But
So,
the
yeah,
Age
I'll
of
pick question.
Strife and all the war crypts have rearranged where individual stars are located since then, so it's still gonna be a lot of searching.
It's a starting point.
Yeah, it's a starting point for a fuck ton of shit. But it's, not an automatic win. Still,
Yeah.
it might be enough to get them to fuck off. This is on the level where that is very much a doable thing.
Psst. Hey kid, you like maps? Where's the map? Where's the map? Where's the map?
Okay, so I think we're on 3 questions.
Yes.
2 more.
Were we on 3? What the fuck was the third one?
Yes.
Maps of the homeworld and how it's set up.
Yeah.
So you're not even counting the
That
getting
was part
all the
of
maps.
the maps he asked for previously.
Ah, okay.
You can see why the navigator is busy scribbling into his personal records.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
no doubt.
Next stop, he excuses himself and goes back to his family as a hero.
This would be the most powerful
Does
navigator in the fucking galaxy at this
the
point.
station know of any locations that might have replacement parts for the teleportarium systems, or places that could manufacture the replacement parts?
It can
Yeah, we need to
confirm.
ask them.
It can confirm 2 places that would definitely have it. There is at least partially functioning engineering ship out there, and the homeworld would be able to produce these. The other facilities, well, they're on the maps. They might be recoverable, but according to the latest information received by this station, the facilities that were active at the time when it went offline originally were all being systematically sought out and attacked by Eldari forces. They were systematically cutting off all the beacons.
I have one thing. And I'm not sure if we already have this or if the Inquisition already has this. And I'm not sure if this is even a good idea. Can we get the schematics for the beacons from here?
No, that would be part of the STC system, which has to use AI and thus is air-gapped to high heaven because they don't trust AI anymore. And that has been corrupted since, as far as the station can detect.
Okay, got it.
So yeah, like the manufacturing unit for this place is not safe to use. Now, if you had a friendly demon to keep all the other demons out of the manufacturing process, it might be corrupted yet still safe to use for you, but...
I don't know what to ask anymore. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can the storyteller give us something in exchange for a question if we can't think of something?
In theory, what do you want?
I don't fucking know. Give us something. We can't take a shit.
There was something I wanted to ask. Could we? Would it be able to tell us where we would get a Archaeotech? Not Gellerfield. Fucking. You know the auger array. You know what we need to get to the state to the place.
That's not going to take us question. The auger array is still functioning on this station.
Oh, so we can just rip it out from this station?
You would... Like, you don't even need to rip it out, you just need to sit the navigator in the chair.
Oh, fair enough.
You need a new calibration. The station's capable of making those still.
Okay. Fair enough. So we have everything.
Cornelius!
No.
You wouldn't know better.
But I promised I would tell you something spicy.
Yes.
So, about 500 years ago, before this whole Space Hulk business and Swarog came to the light, there are several instances where a corrupted signal, which on deeper analysis appears to be that of Swarog, was detected in the Vaxnite system. And thinking back and comparing historical records, you would know that another piece of Space Hulk actually impacted Vaxenide back then.
I don't get it.
Wait, so the Svarog is on Vaxenide?
So
Where
the
the fuck is
records
Vax?
would appear to indicate. Vaxenide is where a lot of the prologue happened, where the Space Hulk pieces were raining down after the second Space Hulk to go for Vaxenide filled with orcs was yeeted by Space Marines, who were like, not again.
So what the fuck is going through the warp then?
Now, isn't that a fun question?
Wait a second. We've also been sent to the past. There's 2 Svarogs.
No. That civilian ship isn't identified, but this is identified.
These both beacons are identified as Svarog. The signal needs to be reconstructed for the historical one, but it's like station is like 85% sure that it's Svarog. It just was discounting it originally because clearly the Svarog is out there, so it can't have, been yoked at Vaxenide.
So there really are 2 Svarogs.
Oh, worse, Demi. Worse. There's multiple Svarogs.
I mean,
More than 2.
wait a second. Actually, no. What I'm scared of is 1 Svarog made a cat. What happens if there's 2 Svarogs? How many cats do we have to deal with?
We found bits scattered all over the place of the fucking chips. that happen to have the markings, including multiple parts that got slapped in the ship before you know.
Okay, real talk now. We have a lot of information. We should, tell somebody before we go into the fray, right? So, how do we go inform Lord Inquisitor?
See, there's the thing, right? Because everyone can roll Forbidden Lore Inquisition on this one.
Who has that?
Including Gerard.
Including Gerard. Flador.
Flat, yes, this isn't common
I have
knowledge.
common lore, so I can't.
Yeehaw. Egret.
Okay. So he just looks at you, and you remember the story about a frigate that claimed to have traveled back in time, and the Inquisition just casually renamed the frigate and executed the crew as heretics. And he just says, that fucking demon has you trapped, you can't go to your own. They'll kill you.
Unless we wait until we become Inquisitors in this time.
We have a year's wait of being out of contact.
So let's do what we can in that
And
1 year.
anytime we use the writ, it's going to be noted.
Do you want to skip forward a year?
No, I don't want to skip forward a year.
No.
No, we have a shit ton
We need to go
of
to-
stuff to
we need to
do
go to-
illicitly on the back burner.
We need to finish off Arminius first. Then we can wait until Arminius is dead. We have to act quickly and decisively.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what we should do?
Yeah?
We should stick his original navigator in the machine.
The original navigator is less skilled, and he's from a shittier bloodline.
If Cornelius isn't willing to do it,
I
we'll
mean, you
have to
can
turn him
make
to
him.
dust.
You can tell him that having those records, that's the price.
Whew.
Like, you
Awesome.
can... You can go for an intimidate roll on him.
I'm not gonna join that because he said sorry already to me. That's all I need.
Your life or an apology. He just thinking that, I'm not sure Inquisitor, it's a hard choice! So, Cornelius goes in the machine. Or the navigator from the Harlocks.
Which are we choosing?
Just
Cornelius.
what is this for exactly? Just so I know 100%.
To make a
The readjustment of the auger array.
to make a calibration versus Lanesh.
So this is the very heresy part, isn't it?
Only if you lose.
Yes, only if we do fail as Arminius did.
So that means we have to do Cornelius because he has fate points. So we don't lose or have a harder time losing.
How many fate points does he have left?
I think he has 3 or 2 even.
I feel sad for him.
He brought this upon himself.
Yeet him into the machine.
Yeehaw.
Okay, make an intimidate roll.
Who's doing it?
Probably you.
Yeah, you.
Willpower, strength based.
You can use willpower, and you can take a +10 because he's nowhere to go, really. Until at least a year elapses.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
nobody's aiding me. Nope, I fucking fail.
He says he's not going unless someone tests the chair first.
Nickel.
I know. I know. So how likely am I going to burn a fate point and die because of that?
Depends on what you're doing with the chair. As the station commander, Demi, the machine will inform you that the chair can do several things. It can attempt to increase his psychic potential. It can attempt to decrease it, potentially even turning him into a weak null. Or can attempt to strip out corruption. All of these processes are said to... There's a warning that they're extremely traumatic, and this machine is a imperfect version due to the limited resource available on the station. Should only be used in emergencies.
Do I have to use the chair?
Well, since you're sitting down and I am the commander, on one point, the real friendly move here is to increase his psychic potential.
Why are you like this?
Benny, no!
I will not be decreasing your psychic potential either. How about we remove corruption?
Okay. Jackalor. It feels like white-hot knives are slicing into your soul. Demi, how hard do you want the machine to go? Actually, we're
Considering
gonna treat this as an ongoing thing. Jackalor, you start screaming as sickly reddish crimson light starts pouring out of your mouth. Roll me a 1d10.
insanity for corruption loss, huh?
So, you lose 2 corruption. You gain 4 insanity from the pain and horror. Would you like to keep going?
Is that Jackler's option or mine?
He's frozen in place, screaming his soul out to me. Everyone's looking on in horror.
Once more.
Roll another d10, Jackalor. If this takes you below a previous threshold, by the way, let me know. And I think it does.
It took me below 20. I'm now at 11.
Okay.
Perfect.
Do you have malignancies? You may remove one.
I have no malignancies.
Okay.
You had a witch mark.
No, I
and
don't.
you had the bone chewing.
Was that him?
No, that's not me.
I think
It is you.
I know. I think isn't that Boo?
No,
the
he
witch
literally
mark and
bitched
blackout.
about the fact that he got bone chewing as a malignancy.
I did? I don't have
Yes.
it written down here.
Then you're a
I'm
piece of
pretty
shit.
sure I passed all my tests.
I don't remember.
We're gonna go off of whatever is in his sheet either way. Jackalor, you
I
gain
don't have any.
11 points
I'm
of
pretty sure I
insanity
passed
for
those.
that latest bout.
I thought it was gonna double, so I thought that was gonna be 18 instead.
No, it's plus
like...
2. The system is relatively efficient.
That's 2 thresholds of insanity to 43.
Okay, he's growing more insane. But you know, he's starting to feel less unwholesome as this goes on, Demi, to your psychic senses. The corruption, now in multicolored hues of lights, is being drawn to panels in the ceiling where it's being grounded away and presumably yeeted back in the warp.
Just to know, only psychers can use this chair, right? Or people with psychic stuff.
No, presumably anyone for the reconfiguring part.
Wow.
Now,
okay.
actually trying to use it to reach into the warp is a very bad idea if you're not a psyker, but given how much time you've spent fucking with the station, you can, you know...
Yeah,
you can...
I'll stop it here, by the way.
Okay. Jackalor, how high... I think you roll 1 willpower plus 10 and 1 flat to see the insanities that you get.
This is worth.
Insanity and losing corruption? If you would, Jackalor. Okay.
Yeah, first the plus that.
Nice.
Oh, it's not.
It rolled
Can
the
you hear
first
me?
one.
Yeah, it rolled the first one just fine.
Flat?
Second one flat, yes.
Oh,
So
Nice.
what it
Nice.
felt like was like the bones of your soul getting split open and someone scraping out the corruption with a rusty spoon. But you feel cleaner, like the warp's hold on you because it's not gone, but it's been loosened a little. Though your thoughts are racing and you're pretty sure that this moment is gonna stay with you forever.
How do you feel, Mikkel?
Your throat is sore and you're hoarse from all the screaming.
I'd like to go in the chair.
Does the chair option have reduce autism?
It has make into null like an idiot.
Do you want to be fucking? Do you want to be a fucking null?
I don't know. Do you want to experiment with that one, or do you just want to rip out
No.
my corruption so I can get rid of the mole on my ass?
Let's get rid of
Have you
it.
tried LASIK?
Let's not play with the psychic stuff.
The
Get rid of that.
navigator is just looking at you like, no. No! Not after seeing that, no! Couple of the stormtroopers grab him by the arms.
Remind me, approximate how worth is that data slate?
It's not worth my fucking soul, you savage!
We'll see about that. Boop. Click and let's go for Adolphus, remove corruption.
Okay, remove corruption on who, Adolphus or the navigator?
Adolphus.
Me.
First. Navigate. We're gonna solve ourselves, then the navigator. Let him watch as much as possible.
Okay, so you all start going in the chair. Gerard's just having a quiet word with the tech acolytes and just trying to convince the stormtroopers of something. You see some of them starting to, make sure their weapons are loaded just in case.
Wait, are those our stormtroopers or his?
He's mostly talking to the Minxes. The stormtroopers are kind of iffy on following his quote-unquote recommendations. But you hear something. This could turn out very fucking badly. Those chairs are fucking dangerous.
Boop. Round 1. Roll, Adolphus.
This is
And
cursed.
suffer. I think we're all gonna go through the chair.
Okay, so why don't we leave that till next session and you can take as many rolls on the chair as you wish.
Oh, okay.
And let's decide. You can adjust your stuff appropriately, Adolphus. Insanity gain is +2 to however much corruption you lose. And let's decide what you're doing next.
Ambush Arminius.
All right.
Ambush armor.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeehaw, it is then.
I think the first thing we should do is figure out where the ship that is out there identified as Svarog will be in like 11 months.
We can deal with that later. It's not like
then we can do that.
Adolphus. It's been in the warp for hundreds of years. It's okay. It'll stay
I know.
there.
I'm just like, we should get access to it
like you can roughly
by
predict
the
its path.
information and the quagitators here.
You can roughly predict where it's gonna drop out, but you can only command it to try and drop out in a specific location from here if you turn on the beacon, because you need to communicate with it. Otherwise, it just drops out randomly somewhere along its route.
I am at 30 insanity, and I reduced my threshold from corruption.
Okay, then you may remove a malignancy. And are you forcing the navigator to make a
Bye-bye, witch mark.
Slanesh calibration? Yay or nay? Is he going in the chair?
He is.
No, we should throw the other one in.
No, we're sending this guy into there. We have to.
We have to.
Okay. Then make a Cynician's roll for him. Since he is a navigator, take a +20 on this.
Spend a fate point for another +10, guys.
Yeah.
Spend the fate point.
Let Boo roll. Boo hasn't rolled in a while.
Mm-hmm.
What am I rolling?
Cornelius is Cynicians.
With a
At
total
plus
of
30.
plus 30.
We're not
Yeah.
going to the warp. We're doing.
Gerard is gonna spend like 6 hours instructing him on what he's supposed to do, showing him diagrams and shit. And yeah, it's the station is gonna report that after this is done, that apparently power efficiency is way up. It has about 2.5 times the energy to work with now. Since it can draw from the warp with less interference, it needs to expend far less to contain and control the rift. To the point where it could, in theory, start trying to automatically repair some of the systems which are currently inactive.
Wonderful.
And did he scream? Did he get fucked?
Apparently not. The
Yeah,
system
see-
was constructed for a navigator.
See, nothing wrong with it.
So, I need to roll for my insanity threshold.
Go ahead and roll, but it's not gonna matter much. We can handle most of that next session, but since you already made the adjustment, just roll for this one, right? But going narratively, you roll a little weird, presumably from stripping the corruption out of your souls, and Gerard and the Stormtroopers watch you very carefully, but you're able to proceed towards the system without needing to roll for the navigation, because I am a generous god and it doesn't really matter that much anymore, and are able to translate, and translating at the far edges or at the Mandeville point. Presumably you're still months ahead of Arminius before he, ever shows up here.
Mandeville.
Mm-hmm. Though, I will note, one thing we could do, and this is a crazy idea, is maybe we find help. I don't know, some other rogue trader, some mercenary, something, I don't know. Just for
You
that
don't have
additional-
you don't have a lot of time.
Okay.
Like if you go to another system on the way, especially if you have to drop through the gravity well, you risk missing his arrival.
Okay.
But as you arrive in system and you proceed inwards, you are soon confronted by an Eldari light cruiser, informing you that this system is off limits, and out of the kindness of their generous hearts towards their lessers, they will allow you to depart unmolested, since this is your first attempt trying to enter this system, if you leave right now.
God bless.
So this
And that's
is when
in the
we meet
system with the
another-
actual beacon.
Yeah, presumably it's guarded by space elves, who fucked up in the future and let Arminius through.
So this is when we eat another light cruiser.
No, this is where we try diplomacy.
Aww.
We don't have the firepower, my guy.
Okay, what would you like to tell the space elves?
Oh, I thought we were going to leave that for next session.
We could, but given how this is likely to go, there's a couple ways we could do this, but it depends on how you negotiate with them. Actually, dealing with Arminius, we might leave till next session.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, these wouldn't be. There's no way that these are the same Eldari as Old Way Fuck Beyond, right?
Could be.
Not the same ship, you mean?
Probably not the same ship, no, but hard to know, they have the fucking webway.
They can be anywhere where they want to be in lightning speed compared to the Imperium. And us.
Well, We could see about them helping.
Let's transmit to them
We transmit to them
and
that we
inform
try to-
them of what we know about Arminius arriving here sometime in the near future, in like 8 months' time.
Arminius is gonna be here sooner than that, given 8 months is roughly when you receive the message from him. And it would have
Okay.
taken you like, given the trip down the gravity well at the station and the like, he could be here anywhere from like roughly 2 months from now to when you receive the message. Roughly. So he's
Let's
gonna be here
inform
soon.
them that he's going to be here in approximately 2 months' time, and that we've spoken with whatever that group of space elves was that confronted us in battle, and that we've all agreed that we should yeet Arminius. So we're perfectly willing to help in the battle to do just that.
Okay. They're gonna sort of ask you to sit still for a couple days while they confirm all of this. And after that, they're gonna inform you that they're grateful that you think you can help, but they have 3 light cruisers in the system, and they're pretty sure they can overwhelm 1 rogue inquisitor. Here, in terms of narrative, I'm going to give you a choice, and you can feel free to discuss this till next week, which you probably won't do, but you can take some time to think about this. You don't need to confront Arminius personally. Arminius originally managed to succeed in sneaking through the Elves' blockade, but now that you've tipped them off that he's coming, they can catch him and destroy him in space. Now, if you want to apprehend him or get him on the ground, you have to convince the elves to let you do that and actually fight him.
I'd
So
much
do
rather go for that.
do you want to do the easy way, or do you want to do the mano a mano way?
Mano way. I do not want to let a rogue inquisitor.
Here's the thing. He's not going to be alone. There's not going to be an easy way.
I mean,
I
he's gonna have melter guns and plasma rifles, etc.
No, it's more like, do we let just the elves kill him and be done with it, or do we get him?
No,
we get
here's
him.
the thing. He's going to have his allies with him in all likelihood.
That's entirely okay.
Yeah, fine. We can kill them, but it's more of a mission. It's more of convincing the elves to let us do that, because they're elves.
It's also the fact that Arminius has knowledge that, quote-unquote, is forbidden to humans, and if the elves know how much you now know, your asses would be toast.
Yep.
Like, you are where the elves, quite clearly looking back, didn't want any human to ever be in terms of knowing about this shit.
But yes, I'm voting on apprehending Arminius ourselves.
Okay. Boo.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, to be honest, personally, like, no specific, like, major logical reason. I just kind of don't want all our efforts to be just kind of wasted of being like, yeah, now someone else gets to fucking catch him. Now, fuck that shit.
You need to
Fuck
have at
that
least a head
shit.
preserved in stasis to show Lord Caden, right?
I need to just fire off one plasma shot. Just one.
At a
I know
mill?
exactly where I'm gonna fucking place it.
I would just want to use a Sanctus Hammer to eat someone.
Poor Olaf. Okay, Adolphus.
I think we'll need help from them in the actual space battle, but we should try to capture fucking Arminius
he's not
ourselves.
past. There's not going to be a space battle. He just snuck past in the first place. He didn't bring an entire fleet, as I thought he wouldn't, because space elves.
But yeah, we should try and apprehend him, not just get him killed by the fucking space elves.
Just anticlimactic.
You do know that on the craft roll there's a Farseer right now who's going, wait, I never saw these fuckers showing up there.
Jackalor.
Yes.
I mean, he said he wants to make this Sanctus Hammer go yeet, so I think...
Yeah, we got this, boys.
Okay. Then I will need to make sure that I update all of them to appropriate levels, and you can go nuts. I mean, you have Gerard with you, you have Yarnulf, you have your Stormtroopers. You got this.
I want to say Gerard will be helpful, but at the same time, it's just like, I obliterated his sister in 2 shots.
Pulls a pistol, points it to the back of your head. Lord Arminius, I have them.
I mean, I remember him shooting me with a stormbolt, and I was my fucking icon of the just going, nope.
I was so scuffed.
That thing saved you so hard.
Oh, yes. I love my icon of the just.
Stonebolter go brrrt.
God bless.
Okay. Then, you presumably have Arminius right where you wanted him, and all you had to do was take the help of a major demon.
We honestly need to kill that.
While resisting, which is the important part.
You think the Inquisition is gonna make that distinction?
Well, I mean, if we kill the greater demon afterwards, it counts as a win-win.
By the way, how do we... Because I don't know. Doesn't trapping a demon or something in an object better or worse? What is more heretical? Is it heretical?
Depends on who you ask. Someone's always gonna want to kill you no matter what you do with a demon.
That's a fair point. But now, my idea is we need it permanently fucking sealed and never released ever again on fucking
Out
the
of character,
Imperium.
the Grey Knights have special traps where they place demons safely, but they have a limited amount, and you're not Grey Knight, so you don't have one.
Yeah.
I would think that we would have left instructions for what to do when, as a contingency, clearly, if the Mechanicus just happened to show up and start making threats.
What, did you like send a fucking Ashopathic anonymous message to our own selves? Just be like...
The Interrogator would never have the authority to trade something like that. Even with a writ from Lord Caden, they would phone to confirm something like that, because that's a bit much even so. At the very least, they would ask a lot of questions about what the fuck is going on and what's the reasoning behind this. Because, you don't make Interrogator by being a complete idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So, while yes, it feels like a good idea to preempt that, in practice, that's a very bad idea.
But how long will we have till that actually happens?
Depending on when Arminius shows up, you're gonna need to head back pretty much immediately, and you could still be arriving after the standoff has started.
I just like...
Well, we have some time then.
I just like sending, like the idea that we send an Ashopathic message to our own selves, just being like, psst, kid, I like you, don't go to Malphite next time.
So, you get trapped by the cat, drop out, receive a message not to go to Malphite, and proceed to the station because Malphite is off limits, just like you did this time. Cat is like, nice try, kid.
God bless.
So, we're gonna wrap here. Demi, how did you enjoy the warp fuckery?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Any thoughts, theories, comments on the new things we've learned?
Good question, huh? So, you know what? That's too many questions, Chris. You have to narrow it down. You only have the approval of 2 questions.
Whichever two you want to answer the most, then.
But nah, legitimately pretty fun. Thank you for ignoring fucking space travel. Fuck space travel. And God bless the coffee machine. In terms of theories, I'm out. We're in endgame now, anyways. My life goal now is to cuck Arminius and kill Big Bad Kitty and seal it forever.
Okay. Boo, your thoughts?
I mean, I didn't get to do much this session, and just I was a bit frustrating, but that's my own fault. I'm not gonna lie, because I can't really help in these situations. But it was fun just listening to the others trying to think of like how the fuck do we, not play into the hands of a greater demon, which we ultimately failed. But you know what?
I consider sending you forward in time, but what the fuck is that gonna do? This, on the other hand, that this offers possibilities.
Motherfucker.
If only you had made it to the full 12 days. But this was good enough.
What was he trying to bring us back? Like every day that passed, we went into the past more and more.
Yes, I got that. When the instant we went 6 days and he got happy.
I mean, yes.
It's like, yeah, every day would have gone back further.
Oh, wait.
He would have displaced you in space for the other 6 days if he managed to last it that long.
12 days. What time period would we have gone to for the?
No, you would have stayed a year back. He would have just.
He's
put
saying
you
he
elsewhere.
basically would have dumped us at the station directly.
Or somewhere else.
Glad he didn't.
Okay, Adolphus, your thoughts?
This was a wonderful session. So much fuckery, so much beauty. I'm glad we fucked the cat over slightly.
Did you, though?
Yes and no.
Yes, but actually, no. Jekyll, your thoughts? Yes.
Fuck the coffee machine. I don't drink coffee. Fuck the coffee machine.
You didn't even eat its precious carrot cake.
I love.
Guess than me.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is I love how through all the years and months, the first time we've actually given an order as an inquisitor, something was just to be like, go interrogate the coffee machine. You deserve that one.
Moderately cursed.
Moderately. A great session though. Like fucking top 10.
Now let's get to now let's get to the serious point.
Mm-hmm.
How much XP did we get?
Well, you weren't under major threat, right?
I don't know. Some people got blasted by plasma turrets.
They'll be healed by the time you make it to the Eldari place.
The Eldari are a major threat. They threatened to blow our ship up.
So we're gonna go with 400 because major story progress. And well, I'm hoping that some of your theories are getting confirmed, and you are. At this point, I think you should have a pretty clear idea of what the fuck happened both in the ancient days and with Erasmus, and what the various plans and fuckeries were.
So Erasmus is dead.
Shit's whack.
Oh,
And
so
maybe
you
a pussycat.
I had some thoughts maybe Erasmus is the true final boss. I'm orchestrating everything, but no, he's dead. So that's good.
He's just dead. You know, I like to think that the first time he teleported, you know, he went to a garden world, aka a pleasure world, created by ancient House Lancaster.
Nope.
Nope. It happening.
There will be no other worlds. Rogue Trader is dead. Long live the Dark Heresy.
Long live Pathfinder.
Hail to the king.
Hail to you.
Hail to the Kingmaker.
I'm gonna have to spend some XP this weekend.
Anyways, I gotta yeet off, so
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye to the stream
Bye-bye.
and the video.
bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.